So Russell just came in and said, I went through a phase of my dating, and then we realized none of us were recording. We scrambled. It was like we were in a submarine and they were like, there's a destroyer right above us. We were at battle stations. Okay. Russell, what phase of your dating life are we talking about?
Well, I was joking. It was going to have to be bleeped out, but there was a phase where it wasn't a chubby chucker, but I was doing chubby something else.
Okay. It is going to be that kind of night.
If Chubby Checker had a small penis, everybody would just be disappointed.
What do you mean? Well, it's not going to be immense.
You don't think so?
No.
His name is Chubby.
No.
Yeah, it feels
I'm sorry, Mike, that you're here. It would be funny though if the one game he loved was chess.
That would be ironic.
What was that? Now listen, okay? We're just starting in 2020. Four friends decided to listen to every one of the greatest 500 albums as decided by Rolling Stone magazine. This resulted in a text chain that celebrated the music.
Joke in your review, Magic Mike.
Excoriated the order and led us to making this podcast. We are far from experts. We promise to do almost no research. I had a good run going on the Chubby Chuckers too. Nobody's going to know what I'm talking about unless you're a big minor league baseball fan.
Me.
All opinions are own. Aaron is literally watching a live cast of a minor league game, just to let everybody know.
I'm watching the game cast of the Oakland Ballers and the Ogden Raptors.
I'm just saying if it's a sport.
Game 3, it's win or go home.
If it's a team that I could try out for, I don't think I'm watching a live cast of it. You know what I mean? All opinions are...
Aaron, in your city, isn't it typically winner move to Vegas?
It's they're doing a perfectly good Billy Bean. They set a league record for the wins in a season, and now they're going to go out in the first round and score one run in the last 2 games total.
Wait, actually, Aaron, we were talking about AI. Didn't I just see something about the Oakland minor league team? Their manager just got replaced?
Yes, I was going to send them some hate mail because they did a bit where they replaced their manager with AI, and I was going to send them an angry email and be like, "Watch Terminator 2 one fucking time." Like, no,
Aaron,
you're correct, Mike.
Here's the thing, Aaron. My advice is if you know what car the manager drives, I got a great way to get a message to him. Okay, ask me later. Everybody loves it. They think it's great.
That's a deep cut. I don't know. I'm not following.
It's a note under the window. It says you went to moron school, manager, using AI. What are they doing? They're using AI as a manager? What does that even mean?
They tried, but it got messed up. They had to do a bunch of stuff manually because they didn't get their stuff hooked up appropriately. So they had a bot set their lineup, and make decisions during the game and whatnot.
Can you imagine what would make a baseball game more boring? Less people on the field. I'm just watching computers play computers. It's like war games. The only way to win is to not play. Now.
Good call, Mike. Good thinking.
All opinions are our own unless you disagree. Please sit back and enjoy. Beck did it better. We are all the way up to album 251. And from 1972, we have the biggest rocket man since Herbie Hancock.
Nice.
It's Elton John with Honky Château. And folks, I don't have 3 guys here. I've got 4 guys.
A lot of guys.
We've got Magic Mike in Reno. Mike,
amazing.
How are you doing today?
I am doing great. I have 2 things I was going to show you real quick.
Yeah.
Have you seen...
Oh, wait a minute. He's unzipping. Oh.
Exactly.
Oh.
Have you seen the apple pie ones?
Oh.
Can I just tell you?
It's so sick.
I mean, he knows who he's talking to here.
I've had 2 different people email or text me pictures of Oreos and then various Mountain Dew flavors within 24 hours. I was getting texts like that. I was like, at least people know what I love. Now, how is the apple pie a la mode Oreo? I can see where that's good. Like a.
That one's actually decent. So it's the yellow, it's the white cookie, not the chocolate cookie.
It's showing us Oreos as for the people that.
Oh yeah, sorry, Oreo apple pie.
Thank you,
Russ.
Russ.
Those of you not on YouTube.
Yeah, those of you don't pay the extra $5 for the video that Russ doesn't know about that I've sent out for anybody who wants.
And then I also got the Reese's Oreo, which I've not tried yet.
All right,
Reese's Oreo cookies.
So what is the Reese's Oreo? Can you hold that up to your camera real quick?
This one's cutting a little deep.
Are you going to test this live? This is
peanut butter chocolate. Let's see this.
We'll test it live. All right.
Very thin. I'm going to say this. That cookie is very thin to me. Even for Oreos, like they're cheaping out.
True, but also I think it was in my car for a while, so it might just be melted.
Well, I know one guy in Lakeville that doesn't like those. I can tell you that much.
The Reese's Oreo. Ooh, that looks good.
Rob, do you think people of a thinner size generally get like regular size Oreos, or like you never see a big guy go get like not the double stuff, right?
No. I
like
don't know.
With like 165-pound man, like does he get the regular size Oreos or not?
It's like it would be like if I went in and bought a small men's shirt, that would be like if I went and bought those Oreo Thins. You know what I mean? Like I'm buying them. Everybody knows I'm not going to eat these. Like these are the worst part of the Oreos. These are absolutely disgusting. Oh yeah, what do I want to take out of the Oreos? Oh yeah, I don't. The delicious white stuff in the middle. I'd love more of that cardboard outside part that nobody likes. So Mike, how is the peanut butter Oreo? Is it as delicious as I think it should be?
It's pretty good. I would say between the two, I think the Reese's is the better one.
They need to make double stuffed mint Oreos. That's how I'm going to be happy. Now, listen, we got extra guys here. We can't just keep going. I've got 4 guys here. Oh, I forgot to do this bit. I've got 4 guys here who want all of Aaron's feral cats off the steering wheel. Hey, what? Aaron, get those feral cats off the steering wheel. Because
cat situation. I got a cat update.
Wait a minute. I have a sound clip. Oh no, Aaron, they're honky cats. They're on the. Hey, Whiskers.
This is the parody song?
Mr. Muffins, get off there. Russell, this is the parody song? Is that what you think? These are honky cats. Okay, so, guys, there's no way that sound clip's going to come back later. I've got Matt in Minneapolis. Cats. Matt, how are you doing?
Good, Rob. I think it's going to be a long, long night.
No way. I've got Russell in Minneapolis in the basement. Russell, how are you doing?
Oh. Guys, Magic Mike's about to find out we're not the men he thinks at home.
Now, I was talking to Aaron because recently I was actually contacted by somebody high up in the Russian military, and they were asking me how to fight a drone war. And I said, well, I have noise canceling headphones. And that seems to help.
What? Noise canceling headphones?
Yeah. There's just I literally can't explain it right now, Russell. But he's still awake. And I think she's listening to me right now.
Hey, I'm excited because Mike is here, and I think change is going to do us good. Let's talk about Honky Château.
Let me tell everybody, we've got Magic Mike in studio with us right now. Cool. When I came out to see him in Reno, I said, hey, we want you to do an episode. And he said, I want to do Elton John, Honky Château. Mike, is this a good time? Mike, how did you get into listening to this podcast? Why would you listen? Because just to be clear, you don't know us at all. We are just 4 random people. And you literally have gotten into the podcast. You emailed us. You were like our first super fan and really our only super fan that doesn't know us.
Well,
I think he was a hater. I think he was a hater.
He emailed to tell us we were wrong. You were wrong, I think, more than anything.
Yeah.
You were just slightly wrong about something. I don't remember what it was. Something with the Beatles, I think. But yeah.
We could have.
That doesn't sound right. We did a lot of research.
It's the whole not doing the research part, probably.
Right.
And so why would you listen to this show, Mike?
So at the time, that was right after the list changed, and I was looking for another podcast.
Right before the White Album.
Yeah, but it was right after, so in my world, it was September 2020. Mm-hmm. And I was looking for another podcast that was going to do the new list because I was already listening to a podcast that was doing the 2012 list.
That guy's still doing the old list too. That's the craziest part.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think there's kind of good and bad about, and actually I'll get into that later. I think there's good and bad about both lists. I think it's kind of good to listen to them concurrently because I feel like the new list cuts out too much of the old stuff to compensate.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
Right.
Mike, do you want to start a podcast? I've got a great idea for a podcast.
Every week we listen to the current list and the old list.
Okay, so now we're comparing Beyonce and Trout Mask Replica. What do we think?
Captain Beefheart.
I mean, I was glad that one got cut. Trout Mask Replica, I've never understood the love that album gets. I've heard people, expound on it. I just don't get it at all.
It's very strange. If you haven't listened to it, go out and just listen. Fine, just listen to 2 seconds of it. So you literally were just looking for a podcast about the list, and our pathetic SEO actually made it out there. That's incredible.
Yeah. And then I got into what your vibe was with all, talking about your lives and everything, and it cracked me up. And I was like, this, it's fun. So
So who's your favorite between us? Would you say? Like, who do you think is the funniest?
Yes.
Oh wow, we're really gonna get into
Just say
that.
Rob.
You know-
and get it over
Yeah,
with.
you
have
know
to
you
stroke
have to
that
say
ego.
Rob.
Just say Rob.
Oh, the Zoom is.
It's like your kids. You have different. You pick different things that you like about all of them.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go around? I can tell I can tell you what I like about it.
Okay, yeah. Why not? What do you like about?
Terrible. That's a
Well, now
horrible
wait a
idea.
minute.
That's
Oh,
embarrassing.
Rob. Yeah, Rob's
Yeah,
saying,
Rob.
yeah, please tell me what you like about me, please.
You guys don't like compliments?
No, I mean, yeah, like no, for sure.
What do you possibly like about Aaron?
About Aaron?
Yeah,
Oh, like I
Why would
mean,
you
so
start
like
with me?
I always start with
You're
you.
like-
Aaron.
Yeah, you do.
no, like so for Aaron, I think it's just he's got interesting takes on things. I think in my initial email to you guys, I said that Aaron was like the George Harrison of your podcast. That you guys
Thank you.
talk over him like how Lennon and McCartney talked over George Harrison and wouldn't let him get his songs on, and then eventually he did his own album and put out All Things Must Pass, and it was
And he
like the
was the
best solo
genius.
album. Yes,
He was the genius.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll be doing my own podcast soon.
That's really too bad because I consider myself the Eric Clapton of this podcast. So we've got some issues. I think
You-
we've got
you
some
get it.
people
Watch
issues.
out, Anna.
I was trying to figure out. Like, I know Rob has my wife's phone number, but I don't know.
You might want
Yeah.
to check. You might want to check those
They
texts.
text almost every
I
day.
do on the regular.
She wanted to hear more about my bits when the Wordle word was throb this week. She loved those.
Didn't you send them a towel with you like in a Speedo?
We
Was
keep it
that-
in our car.
Was that by Anna's request?
Have you seen
Yeah.
it? I can go get it, Mike. Have
Yeah.
you seen it?
I have not seen it.
Oh yeah, you got to show Mike this towel.
We keep it in
Aaron's-
our car. My son loves to pull it out at like events. He's like, "Hey, grab Uncle Rob."
I should probably redo that. I think I'm skinnier. You know what? For the 250 for this year's the holidays, you guys might be getting another little gift in the mail. Magic Mike, you might be getting one too, but this is going to be especially hard to explain.
I was going to
Why,
say, you could just put it up. Don't you have Don't you still have like a shop?
Man, a little higher.
That did a better
Little
shop.
higher, Matt.
Bill Higher, man. He wants. You're showing the. Yeah, there you go. That's what I want. Okay, that looks good. So all of you have that readily available. It's literally a towel that they can use.
No. What's on the Speedo? Is it a flag?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it's American flag.
It's American. Oh, okay.
Yeah, these colors don't run.
It's supposed to be at half mast today, Rob.
Except when you pee your pants.
Red, white, and brown. So here's the deal. I've got a song that is dedicated. Okay.
Wait, I thought he was giving feedback.
Yeah, you got to
Cut
let
him
him.
off.
You gotta let him keep going.
What are you
You
talking
gotta hear
I got
about
Aaron's.
everyone else.
Okay. So
I got a text from him saying, "Please move on." I don't know what else to say.
So for Matt, I like he's very fatherly, and actually I've taken a lot of his advice.
Yeah,
me too.
He has really good taste in music, movies, books, a lot of that, and then just life advice that I've taken.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then Russell, back in his dating days before he like settled down, that was like he was kind of like, because I'm single also, so like it was.
Breathe a little life into your life there.
Exactly. Like it was like,
Yeah.
all right, like we can kind of like laugh at life's experiences and stuff.
Yeah, I thought I was fucked, but it turns out we're both fucked. Like, it's kind of nice to know, like,
Exactly. I've never rented a room with a bunch of bugs. So it was like, as far as bad as my dating life has
That
gone,
reminder.
it's never gone that bad.
the bugs weren't there when he started, to be clear. Russell
Yeah, he
added
didn't
the
know.
bugs.
He didn't ask
Yeah.
for a bugged room.
Yeah, he did. And it wasn't Russell. Was that you that added the bugs? If we're
It was
being
definitely
serious?
not me that left the door open, but we'll leave that alone.
Okay, Mike, now the moment we've all been waiting for.
Rob,
What would
I
you say is
mean-
your favorite thing about me?
Of course, you're so funny. Like everybody
Oh.
compliments you all the time. I mean,
Oh,
you're wasted as a middle school science teacher. You
Oh.
should be out there. What is Matt doing?
he's got in. Okay, so Matt has a bucket in the bag. I don't know what he's doing back there.
I think
What
he's
the hell is he
pinning up
doing?
the towel on his wall.
Wow.
Is he wearing pajama pants?
He is definitely
yeah,
wearing
for
pajama
sure.
pants.
Yeah.
I always pictured Matt as like he would wear like the Mad Men type PJs. Like it looks like a suit, like a
Like a
you know,
silk,
like a silk.
like with the
with
piping.
the-
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Buttons up the front. Yeah.
No, instead he's wearing a bustier and
I never pictured him as a flannel pant guy. Did you?
no, Matt. Matt? What do you wear pajama pants to bed?
No, not at all.
Do you just wear them around the house or what?
It's freezing cold in my basement. It's like 60 degrees down here. So, you know, so I can wear my sweatshirt and my PJ pants while I'm podcasting.
So Matt wasn't here when Mike said what was nice about me. Mike, what'd you say again? Let's say that one more time. All right, now let's move on. Listen, we have Mike. It is great to have you. I have been looking forward to this. Thank you. I literally texted Mike like 3 hours ago. I was like, hey, by the way, you want to be on the podcast tonight? So he saw our level of planning that we normally do. But you know what? For Mike today, let's make it a little different. Let's turn on the radio. Let's turn on K-Rob and see
the radio.
See what is on K-Rob.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, anytime now.
Anytime, Rob. No one can hear it.
Silence.
Call production, Rob.
And you might think, oh, this kind of stuff is really going to stress Rob out and actually throw him into a tailspin that he's not going to recover from on the show.
Rob, you're embarrassing us in front of the guests.
I would never. Can I just say this? The one thing I don't ever want to do on this podcast is embarrass anybody.
Never that.
Never, including when I told that story about how I stuck out my tongue. All right, let's do this. Let's move on. Aaron loves that story.
You don't have to reveal that about yourself.
You know what the story is when I just say that. It's so gross.
It's your choice. You can keep that one to yourself.
Aaron, let's hand crank up our radio. Let's get into K-Rob. God damn it. Now it was in the wrong place. I'm spiraling. Okay, I'm fine. I'm good. Things are great.
Scenes stuff here.
Fine, it's fine.
Just can't look into Mike's eyes as this. You know what? I am going to watch Mike's face as he listens to my parody song. This is terrifying. Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to K-Rob, K-R-O-B. Today on the show, we're making one lucky listener's dreams come true, and they can be in the podcast. Oh, yeah. We record the podcast late at night. We talk about all these albums. Most of the guys who listen are just college friends. But then an iTunes review showed up one night. It said Rob made mistakes. Then he said that I was always right. Wow. That's how I remember it. He leaves voicemails for us all of the time. Yes. He bought our shirt and posted it online. I guess his standards are oh so low, 'cause he listens to the show. He's a super fan, and now he's gonna be the best co-host. But I hope he doesn't try to make too many funny jokes.
No, that's Rob's area.
I forgot to explain that part. You know, I had a verse about how this is just like when porn stars let fans have sex with them, but I decided to cut that out. I didn't think it. I thought that was a niche audience. Like,
is that a thing?
Well, oh, I don't know.
Maybe I think we're gonna blast a loud version of Magic Mike, but you didn't put his name in there, so we could reuse that song for any guest. It was brilliant.
Listen, I've screwed up the order already. Let's get right into the voicemail.
The freaks on the phone
won't leave me alone.
All right. Now, for this voicemail, I actually need to pull up a picture as well, because the Beck Did Better investigative unit has been alerted. Okay. And we have discovered that somebody on here has been telling falsehoods.
Charm?
What?
Russ has milk in his house. He has 5 gallons.
Now, not only did we get a text saying Russ has milk in his house, we got a picture where there is so much fucking milk. Now, let's take a look at this fridge. We got to see what's going on in this fridge. There is 5 Fairlife milks. And you might say, Rob, how can 5 Fairlife milks fit in the fridge? These are like the Dr. Dre video of the 40s. They are stacked up like torpedoes, like a tank with all the shells inside. There is so much milk. Russell. And then at the bottom, looks like we got a little goat cheese. I see some charcuterie meats down there at the bottom.
Lettuce.
2 bags of romaine lettuce. Boy, this looks a lot like a Mission tortilla at the top. This looks a lot like a fridge. This looks a lot like my fridge for some reason.
Right? What are you, powerlifting
What
now?
is going on? How did you not think? Now, famously, you said, I don't have milk in the house. Russell, what's going on here?
This is going to be like Russ is oblivious to things. In my world, milk comes in like a big 2-gallon jug that's clear
2
and it's
gallons?
white. Or,
That's a gallon.
or
You
whatever.
don't buy much milk.
No, I don't buy any milk. It comes in like a clear plastic thing that looks
Clear?
white that you
not
can
clear.
see. That you can see as it goes down, though. Like when a gallon of milk, a normal, like whatever you call that, Kemp's or whatever, like a like these fancy milks, it would never even dawn on me that these things crammed into our fridge are milk. I didn't even know what it was. I just figured it was all like coffee creamer or something.
So this has been in your house the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's a regular, but I would never pull. So what's the one right above that? There's some sort of nut pod creamer above it. Whatever.
Yeah, that is. It's a vanilla, some sort of vanilla nut. Again, it's cap facing toward us. The top is facing toward us. It's very. I don't know what's going on in this fridge, but it kind of makes me anxious just looking at it.
I just figured
which
all
part
this
of the
stuff
fridge
was.
do you
Like,
open?
Yeah, what's on top of the milk?
Yeah.
What is that?
I just figured all this stuff was like coffee type accoutrement. Like we don't ever like you would never see someone drink a glass of milk.
That's a lot of coffee accoutrement.
Well, I think that's
Right,
all
how
it's
much coffee
for, is
we talking?
Guys. I got a feeling Russell is opening the fridge less than once a day.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Russell, are you doing much cooking? Like, are you doing what? Are you opening the fridge and looking inside? When hey, what's to eat? All I see are these blue bottles. I wonder what's in them. Too busy. Moving on.
Yeah, but I'm
no one
just
can
oblivious
possibly
to
understand. Can't do that math in your head.
the coffee flavor stuff. All that stuff is just beyond. I don't even see it. I looked right past it. I would have never known we had milk in the fridge.
Well, I got to say thank you so much. Oh, here we got another picture.
Oh,
And we can see there is 2 different vanilla nut
Ultra.
creamers.
ultra filtered.
Lactose free.
Oh, well, yeah. Fairlife, of course, is.
This isn't milk. This is some sort of weird coffee thing.
No, this is milk, Russell. This is good milk, too. It's lactose free. Okay.
Like, what does that even mean? Isn't milk
Yeah,
like
what
that
is
is lactose, right?
Oh, I'm hearing from the other room. I'm hearing from my producer that it's high protein milk.
See, this is not regular milk. This is weird stuff.
Jenny, get out here. Get out here right now.
Yeah.
They don't care if you're wearing clothes or not. Get out here. I just want to show you a picture.
Weigh in on this milk situation.
Just stick your head around the corner. I promise I won't. Okay.
Around the corner.
She says she doesn't trust me.
I can't believe.
I gave
You're
a,
telling her to stick her head
I
somewhere
gave a
she doesn't
vow on
trust
our
you?
I gave a vow on her wedding day to probably not show a bunch of people on Zoom her naked body.
I do have a question though, Russ. If you were not aware of this milk, who's drinking all this milk every day?
This is upstairs roommate. This only goes in coffee, is my understanding.
What?
This is
okay.
never.
Why does she need 5 at a time?
Oh, this is a
like 6 months or something. Is this a?
Trust me.
I'm worried about you, Ray.
I do think Fairlife is shelf stable, right? Like it does last longer.
It does. I've never had Fairlife go bad because this is what we put in our creamies.
That's what the
See, that's
ladies
all
call
you
me
use
the
it for.
Fairlife of the bedroom. I don't know.
Rob, do you
I'm gonna
use
workshop
this
that one.
type of milk when you eat your kids'
Turn
cereal?
the camera off, Rob. Turn the camera off.
Huh?
I don't know
yeah,
what Rob's doing.
I'll turn the camera off. Wink.
Wait, she's fully clothed.
Hey, the camera's off. If you want to pop that top, you can. What'd you say? Yeah, Russell told me he had no milk in his fridge, and then in the voicemail, this popped up as a
This
picture.
is lactose. This is coffee stuff. This is not milk.
He claims it's coffee stuff and not milk.
I'm gonna have to agree with Russ though. If this can last, if this shelf life does not go bad, it's not real milk. Real milk goes bad in like 2 weeks.
Can we have Jenny? Can we talk to Jenny for a little bit?
Okay,
Can you,
I was saying Jenny was talking to me and Mike was talking, and I felt like I was 69 in
We
here.
always have one chocolate.
Oh,
let her sit down.
Talk to you. Oh yeah, you can sit on my lap.
Oh my gosh.
Hi,
what
Jenny.
the hell?
How are we doing? You got to talk into the mic though.
We're doing good.
Jenny, what do you think of the fact that Rob invited a stranger onto the podcast? This is the guy he wanted to bring to meet in Reno.
Oh, yeah. So when I got done lifting, he said to me, I got to go now. Where are you going? We're in Reno. And he just had to go. Like, well, where
Gotta
you,
go hang out with
where
Magic
you,
Mike.
Where are you going?
This is the guy.
He
Making
said, I'm having
friends.
dinner with Mike. I'm like, Mike, who?
And why are you taping all these phone books to your chest?
So my friend and I went to dinner without Rob because he had to go meet Mike.
Got to
Magic
go.
Mike.
All right, Jenny, let's get to the crux of the matter here. So the upstairs roommate has these coffee creamer stuff that these guys are saying is milk. Like Rob doesn't use this Fairlife milk like when he eats Frosted Flakes, right? This is not normal milk. This is
Oh, it
weird
is.
shit.
It's not nothing weird about it. I think it's lactose free and it's high protein. So
What?
it's,
Does it come
not
out?
milk.
Does it come from a cow? Does it
yes,
come
it's
from a cow?
regular milk, and they just for some I don't understand how this works because they it's extra filtering.
I get it.
They do more filtering, and somehow that preserves more protein. So it's just higher protein regular milk, and it's more expensive than regular milk, and that's about it. But you can use it in cereal.
Russ doesn't like hearing
You
that.
can
He's
use
got
it
about
for
100 of them.
Why would somebody have 5 of these,
What
Jenny?
I don't
Russell, you got a
understand
lot
is
of
why
money
there's
tied up
so
in milk
many.
right now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Why is there? Because so we usually buy one at a time.
Yeah.
We usually have one regular and one chocolate because I do put it in my coffee, but
It's
just
almost
milk.
like a milkman has been coming over a lot, like multiple days a week and needs an excuse to come in.
Oh boy.
It's like a
It's-
milk laundering situation.
It's a lot of milk. But yeah, it's just regular milk. Except Russ, it's more expensive than
I'm
regular
implying,
milk. That's
I'm
about
implying that
it.
the milkman's having sex with his roommate.
Yeah, I know.
Like if-
yeah.
If
It is
Jeb ever
weird how our
needed
rig-
money, Russell would have to liquidate some milk in order to loan money to Jeb.
It is weird how our Ring doorbell camera cuts out from like 11 to noon. Rob,
Aaron.
put Rob back on. He's talking
Aaron.
over us because
I gotta go to bed.
Never lend Jeb money.
Never do
Just
it.
Never do it.
Never do it.
Bye, Jenny. Good to see you.
Thanks, Jenny. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, you can sit on my lap for the rest of the show if you want. Oh, God.
Rob, you got to get us back on track. Magic Mike's going to hang up on this
All right.
shit. This is going
listen.
sideways.
That was the part of the show where my wife comes and sits on my lap. And that usually happens about 26 minutes in, like it did there for sure.
About once ever.
So listen, you're telling me. Listen, let's get into rolling. Can I just say, by the way, when Jenny had the headphones on, I couldn't hear what you guys were talking about. It was absolute torture, and I'm cutting that whole thing. Russell, can you find out why you have so much milk and then get back to us? Like, was there a sale?
It's just, no, this is it's just coffee stuff. She drinks a ton of coffee.
You keep saying that, but she must be drinking a tremendous amount of coffee. I see 5 gallons of milk in there.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Okay,
I don't drink it.
That's true. Rolling going. Mike, how's it rolling going with you?
Oh, I get to go first? Okay,
Oh, well,
so
yeah.
actually I have a question that you guys have never touched on I don't think you have in the 5 years.
Yeah, probably Aaron and I would get married.
I'd marry Rob.
Well, I thought that was like a close second to you going back in time and marrying yourself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Smoke.
First of all, I'm not going to marry myself, okay? I don't like commitments.
Did you have a mustache back then?
In college?
Yeah. No. Okay.
No,
so
definitely
So
did
the
not.
two mustaches wouldn't get like entangled and enmeshed. And,
But he had a big old afro more than,
Okay, so
he
that's-
had a lot of hair.
Yeah.
okay,
he
so
did.
that's what the mustache could get involved in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
my
that's true. Would college me like kissing a mustache? That's a great question, Mike. Now I got to think about that.
You called it the
Okay, so my
experience in
question
college.
is, Rose from Golden Girls
Yes.
famously was from St. Olaf.
You're correct.
Yes.
What was your thoughts growing up and always hearing Rose talking about St. Olaf being like sort of this out of the way, crazy, podunk town when really I think it's fairly
Interesting
big.
about that, Magic Mike. There are probably people, and I actually knew one year there was a woman in our dorm, and she told me she found out about St. Olaf through like the Golden Girls. That was like the first reason she ever heard of it. But I gotta say, I knew of the show Golden Girls growing up. I never knew there was any connection to St. Olaf and the Golden Girls until probably well out of college. I
didn't know until I went to college. Yeah, I didn't know until I was at St. Olaf.
Matt?
See, and I knew this, but I started doing some deep dives into it just to figure it out, because you would think that she'd have like a pennant or a sweatshirt or something like that, never wore anything. I think that she started out by saying, I'm from St. Olaf, Minnesota, like it's a fictional town in Minnesota. And then it turned into, everybody said, oh, well, the college. Everybody just turned it into that she went to St. Olaf.
You guys know the real reason, right? Why she's... Oh. Are you serious? I assumed we all knew this.
I have no idea.
No.
So St. Olaf is the fictional town that the dumbest member of the Golden Girls lived in. And I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a town.
It was a town, 100%.
Is that Betty? Is this Betty White?
Yes.
Okay.
The writers were from Carleton. The writers graduated from Carleton, which is
the rival school across the river.
And so when they needed a town for the dumbest character, they picked St. Olaf. And I will tell you guys, I know it doesn't affect you in the Midwest because everybody knows St. Olaf. I assumed there was towns called St. Olaf like around. When I moved out east and you tell people that you went to St. Olaf, they give you a look like you're just making it up. You know, you might as well say you went to fake university. They have never heard of it. And then when they do hear of it, they're like, oh, like the Golden Girls. And I'm like, no, that is not. It is totally different when you're out east. So yeah, Mike, St. Olaf is a joke in the Golden Girls about how dumb it is. When you can see, obviously, and you've heard, I mean, Mike, literally you've listened to thousands of hours of us. We're
How
smart.
brilliant. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, we're smart guys.
You know.
Remember the other day when I mentioned a sculptor? Rodin, nailed it. God, another sculptor came to my head.
There. You know what's a bummer though out here is that in the Bay, a lot of people, not a lot, but if you meet someone who knows where Northfield is, it's because they went to Carleton, which happened to me today. I was at the soccer store today, and this very cool dad, when I couldn't fucking figure out how to work the shin guards, was like, oh yeah, you pull them on, and then there's like a little sleeve, you pull them on over. And I was like, oh, I didn't grow up playing soccer, so I don't know that. And my son was like, yeah, he played other sports, but not soccer. And then my son was like, Dad, did you play hockey? And I was like, no, I played broomball. And this guy was like, very cool dad was like, I played broomball too. I went to school in Minnesota. I was like, really, where? Carleton. Every fucking time. Wow. Some smart, handsome, cool guy went to Carleton, not to St. Olaf.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We had parent teacher thing, like teacher night, like meet the teacher or whatever. And Leo, my oldest, was meeting with his English teacher, and she goes, well, I'm from Pennsylvania and I came here and I went to Carleton, and I just, in a bunch of everybody, and I just went, boo. Right away, everybody looked at me. So, yeah. Just have to do it.
Mike, basically, Carleton is kids who are smarter and more granola. And St. Olaf is attractive women. When I got recruited for football, they said there's 3 women for every man.
Like Norwegian, yeah.
Yeah, 3 women for every man. And I said, okay, can I come there?
Very Scandinavian.
And then I get there, and the coach neglected to mention it was a dry campus.
Yep.
Okay.
So they wouldn't date you because they weren't drunk enough?
Oh, boy.
Is that the reason?
They got real.
Real
I'm
raw.
looking back. Yeah, no, that might be correct. That might be totally right.
Actually, Rob, you'll
Fuck
appreciate
me.
this. One of our listeners, my cousin who's called in quite a few times, she sent me a list. I think this was on LinkedIn maybe, but it was the Princeton Review has named St. Olaf in a variety of top rankings. Check out the highlights. I'll give you guys some of them. Number 6, best classroom experience.
Wait, excuse me for a second. I'm sorry. Sorry, Russ. What is number 6?
Number 6, best classroom experience for private schools.
Wow.
Number 6, best campus food.
Oh,
Okay.
This is like the top 10, schools with the campus food. They were number 6 in the
I see. I thought that was like you were saying the best top 6 things, and they were all number 6. I was like, well, that's not how it works.
They were ranked number 7 for best science lab facilities.
Oh, wow. You're looking at a product of those. Well,
Yeah,
not the
that's
new
what,
ones.
like the one where Rob had to like smear his feces on something in the beaker or whatever, right, Rob? When you were with that lady friend,
First
that you
of
were
all,
trying to be in her,
What?
The fact that you say beaker just shows that your science education was subpar. Okay, obviously you wouldn't put that into a beaker. You'd put it into a little test tube thing.
Well, I don't even know that
Test tube
stuff
thing.
is milk, so that would probably make sense. It ranked
Put it in
number,
a petri dish?
number
eventually.
12 in Green Matters. Everyone cares about conservation.
Wow.
Number 12.
Yeah, we recycled all those Smirnoff bottles for sure.
We'll see if Magic Mike agrees with this
Except the
one.
ones you made Christmas trees out of.
We ranked
That's recycling.
number 15 in friendliest students. Friendliest students.
I could see that for sure.
I mean, you guys are all friends from there, right?
I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
a fair. Number
Most
16.
days.
Yeah. Oh, gee, Matt's got one foot out the door once in a while.
I know. I was gonna say it's been intense. It's been intense recent few episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, when Matt faked like he was quitting, I stressed out listening back to that, editing
Yeah.
it.
I thought that was it. I really thought that was it.
The last two things were 16th in students that study the most. There was a lot of people that studied there, right?
You guys all did.
That probably was me.
You guys all did.
And then
Number listen to Nerd Call.
They were ranked 20th in great financial aid. I don't remember that part. But. So those were the rankings. So Mike, now you know a little bit more about St. Olaf.
All right.
Wow.
Fantastic, Russell. I would say it was number one in having a pinball game that had a ZZ Top theme song that I played for hours and hours. And looking back, I was paying tens of thousands of dollars to go somewhere to play pinball away from thinking maybe that women were going to show up and play pinball. Not quite sure.
Is that at the Pause?
Well, that was that's not quite sure. Although the Pause is where I met my wife. Did I ever tell you guys when she was working at the Pause and I came in and I had never mind. I don't want to tell the story.
Pretty sure that's how John from Edina kind of got his wife too.
Yeah.
Because she was delivering pizzas.
The Pause is like a restaurant, right? On campus, kind of like the...
Yeah. And I had my sailboat catalog and I was looking at different sailboat parts and I showed her and she was like, hey, all right. And I was like, hey, that's the best response I've gotten yet.
My butler will go pick these up for me tomorrow.
In retrospect, not my finest hour. Okay. But I did end up marrying her and having sex with her at least twice.
Oh, now she's the breadwinner, right?
Yeah.
She's
Okay. I've got some deals going through where if they go through, we're set. Okay. I just need a couple things to fall into place. It's going to be just fine. But yeah, Mike, that is the story of St. Olaf on the Golden Girls. And I assumed I did say to myself, well, at least this will be an episode where we don't just talk about St. Olaf the whole time. And that has been.
And then it turns out so that's what everyone wants to hear about.
Yeah, they do. They love this stuff. Yeah. Next, Mike is going to ask me where various things are around the city.
Okay. So I do have one more thing real quick for Rolling Going.
Nice.
So we got lots of time.
This is, right. This is for Matt. So I was watching, there was a trailer that just got released for this new movie called Song Song Blue that's going to have...
We've been in the willows.
Yep. It's going to have Kate Hudson and Hugh Jackman, and they're like a duo from Wisconsin where they're going to do this Neil Diamond, whatever. So then I go find out that like they performed, they were called Lightning and Thunder. They performed with Pearl Jam and did... Forever in Blue Jeans with Pearl Jam. And then I'm looking at the set list.
As for the movie or what?
No, in real life. So in real life, this was a real couple from the 90s that did this in person, this act. And they got invited by Pearl Jam at the
what was the act? The act is that it was Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond is called Lightning
Tribute Band?
It's called Lightning and Thunder. And then there's a documentary that is what this movie's based on. And then, so I went and watched the documentary. They get invited up by Pearl Jam to do Forever in Blue Jeans. And then I'm looking at other set lists because they were playing at the Wisconsin, like some kind of like state fair kind of thing. Summerfest, yes. And I looked at the other set list, and the other set list is what I sent Rob because the next night they went and did Magot Brain by Funkadelic.
Oh, what? Like they covered the whole album?
No, just the song.
Just
so they did. It starts off with Little Wing going into Magot Brain.
Okay.
So we're watching Mike McCready narrate.
I mean, yeah, if you can play the guitar well enough, you can do it. This is Magot Brain right here.
Wow.
Whoa.
Pearl Jam.
Yeah, he's doing Eddie Hayes
This
right
is
here.
Pearl Jam doing Maggot Brain.
Yes.
Mike has now, Mike, how did you find this video? Because Maggot Brain is spelled MAGOT, and even I know that's not how you spell it.
I mean, Google figured it out.
He was trying to find that scene with Robbie Margot from Wolf of Wall Street, and then he came across this. That's
it. I have it bookmarked, and then you can find it faster.
Exactly. She doesn't play guitar in that as well, nearly as well as Mike McCready.
Mike McCready's pretty underrated from he never makes any of the top 10 lists, top 20 lists, things like that. He should definitely be on some top 50 lists, if you will, but I think he will later on in life when Pearl Jam starts fading.
He's been playing the hell out of this, man.
Now, Matt, you go to a show, Pearl Jam plays Maggot Brain. Do you have any idea what's going on?
No.
Okay. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like you bump the guy next to you, you're like, this is Maggot Brain.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing I should mention is Chad Smith is playing drums.
Oh.
Right here?
Yep.
Yeah, because he would often fill in. It still fits. And he's with Eddie Vedder's got a band called the Earthlings that's playing in Ohana, I think, maybe next weekend. And Chad Smith plays drums with Earthlings. So they're good friends.
He's playing this thing note for note. He's really doing it.
This is a Little Wing Magot Brain mashup, or like a medley or whatever.
And Little Wing famously is what he based Yellow Ledbetter off of. Like, if you listen to his Little Wing, it sounds like Yellow Ledbetter. But then the other thing I was going to say was, right after this, he collapses and is in the hospital for 14 hours.
What?
He gets he collapses right after this show, is dehydrated and exhausted, and is in the hospital for 14 hours.
He just gave it all. He left it all on the floor.
Yeah. Wow.
What?
I could listen to Magot Brain all night.
How much do you have to play guitar to get dehydrated? Like, that's crazy. That would be so much guitar playing.
He's pretty active on stage. Oh, they had to be doing some other
Also
stuff.
drugs,
Just
yeah.
not taking care
Whatever
of
drugs
yourself for 3 or 4
are going
days.
on,
Yeah.
Wait a minute, drugs can get you in the hospital? Listen,
What the heck?
I would say also, Matt, is that they're wearing all flannel. You know what I mean? Like, it's too hot.
You're gonna extra sweat.
Yeah.
Those big old boots, those big old army
Yeah.
boots. Put on some Chucks.
Well, Mike, this is unbelievable. What a way to tie it all together. I love
Way
it.
to kick it off.
All right, so I will go. Roland going. How's it going with Russ?
Rolling well, things are going well. I was out in Salt Lake City. I took a flight out to Salt Lake City the other day, and we were doing a work event. Part of this work event, we had a theme around old school arcade games. And as part of this event, we rented out an arcade in Salt Lake City. It's called Quarters Arcade. Invited the whole conference attendees to come to this arcade. We had 179 people show up at an arcade, like a late night event at an arcade. People loved it. And so I thought we could just roll through and talk old school arcade games for a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, please.
So the two games that I really wanted to play the most, and I'll see what you guys wanted to play. The first one was NBA Jam. I was convinced
Yeah.
if
I
I
saw a
played a little
picture of you playing
NBA Jam,
Yep.
I could still
on
compete
fire.
with people that, these are mostly, people between the age of, I'd say, 40 and 60. So, but played a little NBA Jam, was the Timberwolves, Christian Laettner and J.R. Ryder against the Bulls.
Oh.
And this is also the Bulls era where it's
No Jordan.
no Jordan. It was like Pippen or it was like BJ Armstrong and Pippen or something like that.
Wow.
But we waxed these guys in NBA Jam. We waxed them. And it was so cool. So I'm like, I've got it. Like I'm doing like the double button push where you run up to the guy, you push him down, take the ball. And these guys are like, wait, you can push in this game? And I'm just whooping that ass, Rob. I'm putting it on.
And they're trying to dunk from the baseline, and that was the easiest dunk to block. You know what I mean? Like that. You have the timing of the windmill dunk from it's just
Boom shakalaka.
Now, Russell, of course, NBA Jam, just to let you know, is, of course, the game where I thought somebody at a place was playing a special character named Benjamin. And I said, how did you get Benjamin? And Sam heard me say it, and it was the Sonics Benjamin, apparently.
Benoit Benjamin.
And he made fun of me.
Benoit Benjamin.
Is that Sam from the Robin Sam show? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and he recently sent me a text that was making fun of me for saying Benjamin. So that had been a lifelong mistake that I made. So
because if Sam had a beard, he looked like Jesus.
He did.
Right? He's a
Yeah.
tall, skinny guy, longer hair.
yeah, for sure. And then so like for Halloween, we went as the hockey guys once.
Yeah.
From ice hockey, where he was the speaking of video games, Russell, we'll get you back on track, but I was the big guy and he was of course the tall, skinny, fast guy. By the way, Russell, I'm going 2 tall, skinny, 2 fat. What are you doing in ice hockey?
Oh, I think you got to go 3 skinny, 1 fat.
Oh, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Matt, what are you doing for ice hockey?
2 fat, 2 skinny. 2
Thank
fat,
you.
2 skinny.
Aaron?
Is there a medium guy?
Oh,
Yep.
that's so fuck
You
you.
have to pick a medium guy. That's Aaron's thing.
I'm already pushing it. Nobody
He's not strong or fast.
the Mario looking guy. Fuck that.
Mike, you know what we're talking about? Did you ever play ice hockey on Nintendo?
I did, but I don't remember much about it. I just remember that's where I learned what icing was. But that's
That's a valuable life skill.
I think they had like Finland and Russia. It was like you get the Olympics, and then you got to pick your lineup. How you got to.
Meanwhile, my ass buys Blades of Steel. I'm like, Blades of Steel. Swing.
No, my Nintendo Sports was Tecmo Bowl, and you just always played. You played the Raiders, and then you played Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, cheater.
Exactly.
Russell, what other games? Did Tecmo Bowl there? What do we got?
Before I get to that, I was just gonna, you mentioned when you found out about icing, Rob found out about it after he ate that cake mix the one year.
Oh, fuck. That bit is like 39 years old, just to let you know. They've been making fun of me for that long.
So the next game I wanted to play, and it turned out it was the fourth version. It's Mortal Kombat 4. So I'm going to challenge someone at the conference to Mortal Kombat. And I'm thinking, I got this, right? Like,
you can't lose.
Pull up Scorpion or Sub-Zero, get over here or the freeze move, and I'll be good. I got destroyed. I just got embarrassed. Like, I literally couldn't even get a kickoff. And this guy just smoked me.
Russell, wow. Fighting games, you have to be so careful because you know there are guys who put in like
they know the combination of buttons, right? Yeah. Like they know back, forward, down, and they know all the moves.
Yeah.
So I did not know the moves, so I got destroyed in Mortal Kombat, which was once you got destroyed at one arcade game. You don't really want to play anymore because you think you're just going to get the shit kicked out of you.
That's my college life. That's my college life. Because you guys used to always play like Bond or whatever it was, 007. Like, come on over and play. And I would die within like 3 seconds. And I'd be like, well, this is fun. Or what's the other one? There's other shooting game. Call of Duty. Everybody wanted to play Call of Duty all the time. Halo. Maybe this Halo. Yeah.
I never played that one.
Yeah. And I would die. And I'd be like, this is great. Bye. I'm going to leave. So
some of the other cool game experiences, there was a group of 4 guys who beat the Simpsons game.
Oh,
they defeated the Simpsons game at the arcade.
Listen, I'm just going to say it again. Why does she have a vacuum? It doesn't make any sense. She doesn't have a vacuum in the show.
It's so bizarre.
There was a lot of pinball machines. There was a lot of people really into pinball. Some people were really good at it. Rob, you will appreciate this. Right next to the Guns N' Roses pinball machine, there was a Playboy pinball machine featuring your grotto or whatever the hell that pool is called.
That is so.
Did you know that I had that pinball machine?
The Playboy machine.
Yeah. My father-in-law had it down here. And then when we bought the house, he just left it. And then we got rid of it when the kids are like 2 and 5. Sarah goes, we got to get rid of this thing. We can't have the boys learning what Playboy is.
You can't do that
from the video game. So it's up in Minot now, one of her cousins' place. So yeah, we had that. I'm pretty good at that one.
You know what the worst part was is that my dad. I just thought of this joke. My dad had a Hustler pinball game, and the part where the ball went in got spread open wider sometimes, and it was not.
I don't understand how you can talk about anything when the song is on. I can't hear you.
I was going to say, Rob, this is a missed opportunity because you could be playing the Elton John version of the song.
Oh, shit. Wait, did he do it in the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. That movie is so trippy.
Mike, can I talk to you to the side just a little bit? What Rob you did there, you thought you were being cool, but it was actually pretty fucked. Okay, normally people text things like that to me if I ever make a mistake. So once again, you point out a mistake I made. Okay, that's one strike. Okay, you do not want to be here for the third.
Wait, does he do the whole thing on the piano?
Yeah. Oh, this is on his greatest hits album that I had. This is my Elton John albums with the greatest hits, and this was the first song on the second greatest hits album.
Oh man.
It's good. I highly recommend Elton John's greatest hits. I know it's.
Whoa, this is fun.
I would argue it's not a better version, but it's a quicker version. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that like opera who stuff, which is kind of nice.
You know, Rob, we don't have to talk about what music is better than other music. There's not a reason to be ranking things, you know, and it's not what life is about.
Have you literally read the description of the show? That's what the show is about.
So the last thing, Rob, you'll appreciate this. There was one person at the conference, whenever someone would play the Playboy game, that would go up and take a picture of them playing the Playboy game.
And send it to HR.
Just for the files.
But there was a lot of people got really into skee ball. One guy made like 7 perfect skee ball shots in a row, and people were losing their mind over that. But the coolest game to me They had the Zoltar machine, like the
From
future,
Big?
like the from Big.
Did anybody go back in time to be 13 years old?
No, but I pulled some sort of fortune about the brain is the only muscle that works 24 hours a day, 365 days a year until you fall in love, is what it said for me.
Russell didn't understand the fine print, and so now his balls are really big. You know, he's like,
What?
Isn't that what Zoltar did in like make things big? I don't know. Can I just say I've never seen the whole movie Big? Okay.
What?
He stopped when Elizabeth Perkins took her shirt off.
What?
Like, I've seen enough here.
Yeah.
I've
So I was
go.
going to.
He just had a pause. He just paused right there.
Yeah.
And then there was no reason to watch the rest of it anymore. I don't know why, but there was no reason to watch the rest of it.
If you go from a kid and then you're like, hey, I wonder what my dick looks like now that I'm an old guy. And like you look and you're like, oh, I mean, wouldn't it just be so disappointing? It's like, why wasn't that color when I was younger? I don't know what's going on here. Russell, was there an arcade game that just sucked nuts? Like you were like, oh, this game sucks. Like you played it. You're like, this is bad.
No, I played one of the Pac-Man, like where you sit down, like the big Pac-Man games, but it was almost like too fancy of a Pac-Man where things would happen and the whole screen would start shaking and nobody really knew what was going on. So it got a little too complicated. But I was wondering if you guys were to go back and play one arcade, you walk into the arcade, I got to know, what game are you walking up to?
There's a lot of arcade places in Minneapolis.
There are.
We've gone with the boys, and then there's one in Uptown.
It's called Uptown.
Uptown, yeah, it's on Lindale, just before Lake Street, south of
so
Lake
sick.
Street. You know, on the
Mike's
west side
here.
of
He
the
doesn't
river.
know these things.
You know, right behind, behind it is that what's the speakeasy behind there, Russell, with the red light, the door you gotta go in. The Volsteads, yep.
Matt,
yep,
I was
great
gonna
spot.
say I don't think Mike's interested in like the Minneapolis maps, but I can see he has a Minneapolis map in the background with a bunch of pins.
I was going to
and
say,
strings
what I do is I
connected.
triangulate everything, and then I'm like, okay, so if they're going here, they've got to be within 10 miles.
There's a lot of writing in There's a lot of writing in lipstick on it. I don't know what's going on.
Matt, what
Boy,
game
am
are
I
you
glad
playing?
I called that guy. I keep trying to find one. There was an arcade game, and it was a cop game where you would shoot the bad guys, and I cannot remember what it was, but I would play that game for hours, and if you gave me enough time, I'd find it. But otherwise, I like going back and playing the old pinball machines. But then, that's kind of what. There's one that we played a lot, and maybe it was the old car games. There was like you had two people next to you. And like it's the rumbles a lot.
You
I
like
don't know. So I like the old driving
that,
games
yeah.
because we used to play when you were a kid. You'd play those and you thought you were real cool, like actually driving and shifting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a ton of games to play. But
The correct answer for me, I would say either the X-Men one, I had a blast playing that, or the one I played every day at lunch my senior year of high school, Daytona, a driving game where
that's-
four of us.
Yes.
And they had that rubber band, so it was always close at the end. You never knew. And we would just be yelling our brains out. I would have eaten my baked potato soup in a bread bowl, and I was now at the arcade. Oh, yeah, that's the place. Okay, so the food court was right by the arcade. The best place in the food court was the potatoes place, and just sold potato-type stuff, okay? The potato place hates to see a guy like me coming in. And I would get the potato soup in a bread bowl.
Oh, my God.
I literally...
Starch on
Listen.
starch.
I had enough of these where I had a punch card.
Yes.
And multiple times I got free soups in a bread bowl. Now, part of that was I had a friend who worked there and she gave me a bunch of stamped punch cards, so I didn't have to pay all the time. But that, I think I've been grandfathered in on that. I'm not
Mike,
in trouble.
are you an arcade game? What game are you playing if you go into
I was going to say, did they have Dragon's Lair? That would have been the one I would have played.
Oh, that would have been the one I was thinking
a
too,
good-
Mike. It's just one button and a joystick, right?
Yeah, and it was super hard. So if you had a chance to play it for free, let's do it.
And Dragon's Lair was crazy because it was one of the first that had a huge screen and it was like a movie. It was like a totally different game. And you had to press a button and the direction just the right time. And so everybody would watch because it was a game like no other game in the arcade. And it was so fucking hard that you just got ripped. You got rocked right away. And everybody's like, oh, this guy sucks. And they'd all be watching. So
Speaking of getting ripped, Matt Rowland going, how's it going with you?
good. I won't take too long today. I just got one. We have to tell the story. Russell. So my favorite Magic Mike. I don't know if we brought this up. Have we brought this up that we went to Vegas one year and we were, famously, we always tell everybody where we're going, but we're not actually going there because Russell's scared.
Oh, and I
everybody's
sent a
gonna
care
show up.
package and no one picks it
And
up.
The Magic
And we
Mike
didn't
sends
get
a
it.
care package.
Yeah.
So I think we were telling her we were going to Paris or something. We've never gone to Paris. So then,
No, it was the,
so then
the link. It was the link. I know. I still have that charge.
So sad. It's so sad.
But I never knew what you sent, Mike. We never knew because we never got it because we were at Paris or whatever, wherever you sent it. And so then you I think you messaged us like, hey, did you get the care package? But you sent one to be at the front desk when we got there. What did you send us? Do you remember?
It was pairs of socks in case you wanted to. In case you wanted to go to the Green Door, which is the sex club down in Vegas.
Okay, wait a minute.
Rob's pissed now.
Green Door.
Mike, you gotta do the bit. Where is it?
Door?
It's like, but it'd be behind here a little bit easier.
But Rob's looking it up right now. I can just describe it.
All right. So it's a place in Vegas where you can let your inhibitions run wild. The world's most unique social club.
Social. I like being social.
So this is a sex club, huh? Because I listened to a podcast where they talk a lot about sex clubs.
What?
Convention? No. I know somebody. I know somebody in Woodbury that'd be interested in this.
We got to come back to that, Russell. Put a pin.
Convention attendees exclusive 10% off for July. So hey, if you're going to Vegas, maybe for a convention, maybe in January, you could get 10% off at the door. So let's see what the cost is real quick.
I don't think I can go to a sex club where I get a discount.
Actually, I'll tell you the cost because when I went down, I went down for you too, I thought about, hey, instead of getting a hotel, I could just come here and stay here and I don't have to do anything. But it's like,
yes.
Okay, Mike, just wait 1 second, please. Excuse me. I need to do something here.
Hey, Rob, can we let Mike, take your headphones off. Hey, Rob, are we allowed to kick anyone out of the Zoom?
So you were going to go and just stay
I'm interested. Hold on. Yeah. I'm interested. I want to hear.
Yeah, I think it was like $50. And I was like, well, I could just stay here for the night and then I don't have to get a hotel room. Because
you would sleep at the sex club?
No, it was just because I was having to I was staying up all night to go to YouTube to get front row. And so I was like, if I have to stay up all night anyway,
might as well hang out there.
I might as well just hang out there.
Yeah, especially if it's $50.
There is no place I would get sleepier than a sex club. You know what I mean? Like I would be so tired. Blue Gatorade. See me walking in with that kind of Walgreens bag, just a bunch of blue Gatorades.
This is also the part of the podcast where I remember that my son was going to listen to this later.
Oh no! You've acquitted yourself well so far. You've nothing out of bounds so far.
Have you ever like mentioned this podcast to a coworker or a friend? Like, have you ever said, "Oh, I'm listening to this podcast," and then when you mention it, they never ask the name? Have you ever tried to get a friend to listen to the podcast?
Friends, no, but my kids have all listened to it. When I told my son I was listening to it, he's like, "Oh, cool! So like, you'll be the only listener." I was like, no, there's tens of people listen to this podcast.
No, we're at dozens. We're up to hundreds.
There's lots
we had dozens. We're up to hundreds.
There's lots of iPhones and Best Buys that continue to download the show.
I don't know. I feel like that's good for my rolling going this week. Aaron, how's it going with you?
Oh, it's up and down as always. I've been fucking with dates pretty hard. I feel like dates are really good food. I like to eat 2 every day. I've been enjoying those, but I like the pitted ones better. I mean, I know. I like the ones with the pits. I like to have a pit in there and then spit the pit.
Is that like
a stone fruit?
No one knows what a date is. Is it like a fig or what is it?
Dates that are the pits. Russell knows exactly what you're talking about. That.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I eat the medjool dates. There's different types. But yeah, I don't know what they're like when they're fresh because they're dried.
Ugh.
And I like the ones with the pits in them, but I don't know if they're technically a stone fruit.
What did you have in your backyard? You had some sort of didn't you have a date tree in your backyard?
We had figs. We had figs. With that one, we had to tear down when we redid the yard, sadly. So what's funny is I never buy figs now because I feel like an asshole. I feel like, well, I'm not going to go out and buy figs now that I like tore down an entire fig tree that was producing beautiful fruits. I never buy figs, but
that's a renewable resource.
Dates I really like. So I had a couple dates today. That was really nice. I went to a party this afternoon and I ate too much.
Rob's head, every time you say that, I had a couple dates today. Rob's head goes a lot of different spots.
I was excited until I saw what dates look like. Look at these dates. They look like the Crypt Keeper's testicles. Look at these things. These are the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my entire life.
They're so good. Have you ever had a date shake?
Oh,
like
come on.
Russell.
Blend up some dates.
Russell, answer that question.
Milk.
Now I'm back.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good.
Answer that question.
Hey, Russell's had a date, shake, rattle, and roll. You know what I mean? Literally, she had long. Actually, sorry, Aaron. Literally, the date had long sideburns and the hair slicked back. So
like smoothie places in like Palm Springs or out in Hawaii, they do like the one in Hawaii calls it a sweet date. It's like dates and almond milk, maybe some almond butter, and it's like creamy and sweet. It's so good. So yeah, I've been loving the dates. But then I went to a party this afternoon and I ate too much tripe and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it on the pot. And I got
to a party that served tripe.
Yeah,
I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I have to do it.
What?
I have to do it. I've been trying to hold off, Aaron, but you pushed me over the edge.
Sorry,
I was trying to think about baseball and I couldn't do it. I had to hit the button.
Did you show up to a party? Did you see that they had tripe and you said, "Oh God, this is going to be so great for the podcast"? Yeah.
No,
yeah. I need to call my sponsor. They have tripe here.
It was a friend. You know what's crazy? So this friend of ours turned 40 and he was having a party. He's Filipino. So there was all this Filipino food that his auntie or sister had cooked. I couldn't quite understand who the relative who was cooked the food. And there was a whole roasted pig there as well. And then I remembered that I was also at his 30th birthday party, so an entire decade ago, where they had a whole pig. And that time I helped to carry the pig from the car over to the picnic spot. Today, they were all set up by the time I got
there. That sounds like some of Russell's dates too.
But there was this dish that had I could see because the tripe has like a honeycomb type texture to it, and so it was like almost looked like a curry. So there was some tripe in there, oxtail, looked like I don't know Swiss chard or some kind of green. But I will say,
Russell, look at this tripe. Look what he's eating.
I got to the party. I thought the
dates looked gross. Aaron, be quiet for a second. I thought the dates looked gross. This looks like you took somebody's brain and just chopped it up, Aaron.
Yeah. And it's intestines.
Everybody right now, stop what you're doing. Go look up a picture of tripe. You have to get in Aaron's head where he goes to a party and he sees tripe and he goes, yes.
You cannot be the white guy at the party who's like, oh, I'm not going to eat the tripe. Like, once it's on your plate,
you can.
You do it.
I grew up in Iowa. This is not my culture. I do not eat this stuff.
But the problem was it was
one of the few
good,
foods that taste you.
But I got there on the late side, so it was like not super hot anymore. And I will say, like, I had a tough time with the tripe as it was getting a little bit colder. Like I had a tough time, but I knocked it down. So I felt good. And then like about 5 o'clock, I thought I was going to have to go straight to bed. I wasn't sure I was going to make it on, but here I am. And I'm very happy to be here.
Tripe is one of the few foods where it's actually stomach touching stomach at some point when you're digesting it. You know what I mean? Like it's stomach versus stomach. They're battling it out in your body.
That's exactly what's happening inside my body now as we're talking about Elton John. So you guys can all think that through as we go through the rest of this episode.
Well, that was a sexual turn on. I'm out of here, guys.
Stomach touching stomach is my third favorite sexual.
Rob, rolling back. Do you have anything else?
No, I want to know how it's rolling going with Rob. That's what I'm here for.
It's like Russell and I hugging each other. Dude. All right. Listen, my marriage is in big trouble. And let me tell you why.
It's always in big trouble.
It's always in big trouble. I know.
Did you forget the candle? Did you forget it was her birthday?
First of all, her birthday is right when school starts. It's so unfair. Every year it is right when school starts. This year for her birthday, all she wants to do is organize a section of the house every week, every weekend. So like we organize a closet. I sent you guys a picture of our pantry when we unloaded it. Just disgusting. We're disgusting people. And I was talking to her, and I was talking about ice cream, and I said, "Where on your hierarchy of desserts is ice cream?" Now, this is a person who makes her own protein ice cream every night, like every night without fail. She has one. And here's what she said. She goes, first of all, ice cream, and I want you guys to think about this. Ice cream is below creme brulee, and I could get behind that. I do love a creme brulee. Jenny and I, famously, we are a couple that loves creme brulee. Then at this point, she goes, yeah, I would say ice cream is also below cake. And I was like, okay, well, that's a weird thing to say, but maybe it's your birthday and we just had a good cake from Magnolia, so maybe we must say that. And then she said ice cream is below cookies. And I was like,
I don't know.
This is, you know what I mean? This is getting worse. And then she said it's below both scones and fruit cobbler.
Oh, come on. I am going
to be heading to the green door pretty soon. Okay. I will be not going to the couples lounge. I could not believe when she liked scones more than ice cream. It was one of the most offensive things I've ever heard. Is anybody else outraged at my wife?
I will say this. I love ice cream and I would have ice cream at home, but like I would never get ice cream at a restaurant. Like as a dessert, if that was that would not be one of the things I would ever choose. Does that make sense, Rob?
Ice cream is a kid's dessert. I agree. I don't get ice cream when I'm out either.
And fruit cobbler is hard to attain. Like fruit cobbler is an ephemeral thing, so I get that. But I mean, ice cream is very delicious.
I have ordered ice cream, Russell, on like business when everybody's ordering. You go out and everybody's getting this and everybody's getting that. I have gotten just like a scoop of ice cream, like something like a raspberry sorbet ice cream type thing.
Palate
just
cleanser.
As that, just to not be the guy who doesn't order dessert kind of a thing, because I just like one little scoop of ice cream is better than like a big chocolate cake or something like that. Sense. So I have done that, and it's not as bad as you think it is, but there are definitely better desserts.
I was gonna say the other exception is Mexican restaurants. So you got to get fried ice cream.
Oh wow,
goddamn! Deep fried ice cream is delicious. Oh, I love it so much. Mike, is there a dessert on the menu that you get excited when you see?
Yeah, well, I don't even know if they're around anymore, but the claim jumper eclairs used to be like, that was like the go-to dessert. I mean, that thing was huge. You'd take like, 3/4 of it home with you.
I've been a claim jumper only one time in my life in Tucson. That's a Western.
And I think claim jumper they might all be closed now. I think it's one of them that's kind of died off.
Wow, that looks fucking good. That looks like good.
What was the thing from Bridgman's, Russell?
The Lollapalooza.
Yeah, that's kind of on par with that. Just huge.
Matt, do you think I had a button after I ate a Lollapalooza all by my own?
Sure.
Oh, 100% I did. That was one of the first things I did when I got a license. I was like, all right, I'm off to eat a Lollapalooza by myself.
Google me a Lollapalooza. I want to see what this looks like.
All right. Well, this is going to be tough because Lollapalooza Bridgman's
famously is also a music festival.
Yeah, the link is purple already. That's kind of strange.
It's not it's
this. Yeah, so it's like this basically. It's a Sunday. Oh, wow. It's just a massive Sunday, and this person is an average Minnesotan sitting behind it. Did people? Did you do like the Ziggy Piggy, where you're like Ziggy Piggy, Ziggy? Yeah. What's a dessert, Aaron? You're excited to order?
I was afraid you were going to come to me. I mean. You know what? There was the number one that sticks out in my mind. There was a burger spot here in Oakland that was called Kroner Burger. It was fantastic, and they had a honey pie, and that thing was incredible. So it was like a custard kind of a thing, and sweetened with honey. So if I ever saw a honey pie in the menu again, I'd go right for that. This might be a music podcast. I can't remember.
Yeah, but I need a transition. Hey, instead of oh, come on, Rob, you got this. Eclair.
Let's talk about how they EQ'd the levels on this album.
Mike, you should see how many times he has to edit this to like make his jokes work. Like, we'll see if you can pick out where he has to make all his edits here.
It's called production.
Instead of an Eclair,
I declare this the 251st best album.
Oh, we got a replacement.
Wow.
Okay. I was thinking about Eclair Huxtable, where if he was married to a giant. Okay, so here's the thing. No. Okay. Listen, we are talking about Honky Château. Okay. I don't know. I'm just going to start by saying this. I don't know what it is about Elton John and just making I don't know like what he's thinking with some of the song titles on this and like the Honky Château overall. I think we're kind of back to our Jamaican jerk off time where you're like.
A couple of awkward song titles on this.
Yeah, he's making a couple songs. I'll just say this. There's a couple songs here where I'm not going to talk that much about the songs. Instead, I got some other stuff that I wanted to load up. But this is Elton John's 5th album. This is the big turning point.
Actually, Rob, this is Elton John's 5th album. I got it right here on vinyl. Honky Château.
Wow.
From Mill City, the Hopkins store, Matt. Great record store.
Best one. Yep. Best one.
This is the one where his road band.
A little bit west of 100 on Main Street in downtown Hopkins. A little bit north of Excelsior Boulevard there. Yep.
Good street
so gross.
Yep. 169, west of 169. 169.
You could pay me $1 million to tell you where Excelsior is. I have no idea. I know I've driven through it 100 times. I just have no idea. this is
Excelsior
where
Boulevard, not Excelsior. Excelsior, the town, is on Lake Minnetonka, a little south
It's
of
right
Lake
off of 7.
Minnetonka.
If you've ever gone
West
on
of
7, you've
494,
gone through it.
kind of between, where 394 turns into 12, a little bit south.
See
of
what
there.
I mean, Mike? Like, this is dumb. This part of the show is dumb. Nobody likes it. Okay? This is only because it bugs me. That's why they like it. It's gross. This is the album where his band that had been on the road with him finally became his permanent band. Before this, he was doing mostly session musician stuff. He recorded it at Château, and this is going to be, listen, guys, for me, pronouncing this is going to be no problem. So let's just all chill out with me pronouncing the French stuff. Château de Hérouville. Nailed it. You just open up your mouth real big at the end. Hérouville. France for about 2 weeks in just January of 1972. Elton and Bernie were basically looking to like change the sound on this album. Instead of his last album was had Levon and Tiny Dancer on it. And this one he wanted to come out with more of a rock sound. And to
Very
me,
American sound. You said 72?
Yeah. Yeah. And it is an American sound, right? It sounds a lot like the band to me. Like this album sounds a lot like a ton.
Well, I was going to say the best part was that weekend they hung out where Elton John had to like carry Bernie around and he was like half dead the whole time.
God damn it, Russell. You think like Elton John? Oh no, Bernie loves to play the piano, don't you, Bernie? I sure do, Elton. Hey, Bernie, did you come up with a new song? I sure did, Elton. This one's called Elton John's the Best. Oh, Bernie, you made a song called Elton John Has a Big Penis? That's so crazy. Thank you for doing that.
Sorry, Magic Mike. I apologize.
Now, okay, Russell, again, don't ever apologize. We're working on that. This is his first U.S. It hits U.S. Hits number one in the U.S. This is his first of 7 albums in a row to hit number one. Absolutely on a motherfucking tear. Elton John goes crazy after this. And it pretty much cements Elton as like not just a ballad guy, not just a piano guy, but not only is he a rock guy now, he's also kind of a rocket man at this point. So let's get into.
Can we
hang on?
Pause
for, yeah.
Wait for applause.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Pause for
Magic
laughter.
Mike.
It says on my notes.
Is there a connection with this album? Is there a reason you asked to be
Same
on this
question,
one,
yes.
or is there any sort of connection with Elton John, or what's your Elton John background?
Oh yeah, just I'm a huge Elton John fan.
Hello. And so where does this album stand in the Elton John pantheon?
Bernie wants to go water skiing. We better make that happen. I can barely get in the boat.
So, without spoiling my final rating, so this one, like to add to what Rob said, this one has a more rocky sound. But the albums prior to this, he had another album that didn't do very well, Empty Sky, but most people think of his first album as Elton John, and then his second album was Tumbleweed Connection. His third album was Madman Across the Water. And those 3 all had heavy orchestration. And this was the first one that knocked out all that orchestration. There's no strings, there's none of that. And just went with like a straight pop sound. And most of the songs are, fairly short. The songs on those other albums can go 5-6 minutes sometimes. So
like
this one,
moody blues influence, like that
exactly
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So this one is, I actually do like those orchestrated ones. This one, I would probably put it, it is lower than Yellow Brick Road, which is, I think, where it is. But I think it's on this list because of Rocket Man.
Which is like a top 25 song of all time, if not higher.
Yeah.
We'll get to that, I'm sure.
I got to say, I did not recognize a lot of songs on this album, but it was fun to listen to. It was kind of like there were some tone changes, but overall I thought it was a pretty, like the album went together really well. It was just when it was on, like the songs that I didn't even know I thought were
it's
kind
nice.
of fun.
It's just like a nice album to have on.
Yeah, 100%. It's just like we had that same experience with Yellow Brick Road, right? Of just like, oh, this is a really, and I'll say it again, Elton John has some spectacularly, Mike, I don't know if you know anything about sounds on like records and stuff, but this album is produced so well. It's just what I love. It's super clear, it just feels like a lot of work went into producing this album. Am I wrong, Mike?
Gus Dudgeon produced this one as well. He's produced all those, the first like 10 or whatever, the classic albums before Blue Moves. Everything before Blue Moves is Gus Dudgeon. And yeah, just an amazing producer.
Wow, you took what I was just going to say. So. So first up, let's play Honky Cat. Oh no, not again.
What?
Muffins.
Honking cats.
Muffins, get out of there.
Yeah.
Mittens, what
Spot.
are you doing?
Spot, Russell? You're calling the cat
Game of
Spot? That's
Spot?
great. That's flipping it upside down. I love it.
It's like a dog's thing, right?
Well, yeah. Rover. Let's get into Honky Cat. Now,
It's
I
Honky
played that
Château,
song.
right?
No, that's the album, Russell. The first song, see, now here's the thing. The first song is called Honky Cat, which of course is a play on words. Guess what the word in French is for cat?
Château.
Château?
Well, it's chat, but with the C, it doesn't sound right when I say it like that. Yeah, Honky Chat. Now, wait a minute, Aaron. I just thought of a great bit for the end. You'll never guess what it's going to be. But it involves 2 sound clips.
It's going to be about how you honk and shat yourself at the Green Door Club.
Oh, God damn it, Russell. Now I got to think of a new joke, Dan. So this was described as a New Orleans funk song. And really, he wanted to come out right away and say, this is not just a piano ballads, heavily orchestrated album like Mike was talking about.
Ooh, I like the facts.
I hate this song. I've always hated this song. I've gone on the record before saying I hate this song. When this song comes up, I track it almost immediately.
Why?
I just... There were so many other Elton John songs I liked more. This one, I think it was the weird punctuation of the beat I never liked when I was younger.
It is funky. I like it.
I gotta say though, for this, I downloaded the what do you call it? What do you call the lossless stuff?
Black.
I did get the FLAC, and it really, really made me enjoy it more. I will say. So,
What does he put?
Mike, you like
bottle of wine? Smuggling it.
I think it's the idea that he's a country boy. So that's the whole thing I was gonna say. This is really Bernie Taupin, basically, who wrote all of the songs. He writes all the lyrics for Elton. This is his biography, and he's basically saying, I'm the honky cat. I'm the country boy that's getting invited to all these big parties. Similar, I think, to in Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, the song Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, where he's just feeling out of place because he's like some country boy that...
You know what we call that, Mike?
What's that?
The titular track.
wow.
Killer track.
That is a titular track.
Wait, where's Bernie Taupin from? He's like a country bumpkin?
He grew up on a farm in, whatever, rural England.
Northern Shropshire. Don't you think?
I did read his.
Mike,
his
excuse me a second. Mike, we're having crossover. I can't hear you. You're muted. Mike, do you ever think that Elton John was ever bummed out that Bernie didn't sing more songs about having a big wang? You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got a big wang. I'm so happy. Elton's like, finally, I could do this one. All right, Mike. You seem to have come back in. I can hear you again. Something's wrong with the Zoom. I don't know what's going on.
In case you were waiting for it, on the song Hercules, Magic Mike, Gus Dungeon is playing the Rhino Whistle.
Oh, actually, I have the Rhino Whistle. Now I got to look that up. That sounds like something you could get as a party favor at the Green Door when you walk in.
So basically, this whole song I feel like was about his life, and that was famously, Bernie wrote all of Elton John, well, not all of, but all of the classic songs, and then they have a splitting of ways in the late 70s. But I was going to do a list of other songs and other artists that Bernie has written songs for.
Wow.
Very cool.
Oh, nice.
Now, wait a minute. Mike knows a lot about music and makes lists. Okay, so far I'm seeing it. So far, Matt's safe.
Yeah.
Let's see if he does. Well, he is into Pearl Jam too. So now, wait a minute here. Some cost-cutting measures I see happening here.
Okay, so I wanted to give an honorable mention to Rod Stewart because he did write a few songs for Rod Stewart, which is kind of interesting because Rod Stewart and Elton John actually have a little kind of a... Well, they originally thought it was sort of just a fun tiff, but in the recent years, it may not be fun. And Rod Stewart actually...
rivalry.
Rod Stewart may actually hold a grudge against Elton John because Elton John used to... He would... he called him Phyllis for one. He called him his drag name. And then... wait.
Elton John called Rod Stewart Phyllis?
Yeah, he gave a bunch of people drag names. So Rod Stewart had one. Freddie Mercury had one. I can't remember who the other ones were, but they all had. And then Elton John's drag name was Sharon.
Oh,
this guy does his research.
This is amazing. I'm loving this.
I love the idea that Elton John was like just this huge bitch too of all like these singer-songwriters.
Well,
like he's like, you get a drag name, Phyllis.
To the point where he actually like shot down one of Rod Stewart's balloons that was advertising his concert tour.
Like with a gun or like a blow dart or what? Like
I think he like hired somebody to go up with something and like shoot it down like a.
That makes more sense because the one time I met Elton John, he was like, "Hey, I have this rumor about Rod Stewart I want to tell you about," and I was like, "Why?"
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
You've mentioned it before.
See, Aaron, we each bring in things to the podcast. We each do research on things. Mike and I are kind of equal, really.
Rob, could you shut the hell up? I'm trying to watch the Canelo Terrence Crawford fight right now.
God damn it. You know I want to watch
what? That's going on right now?
Yes.
No, please, Aaron, don't. I need you in here. Go ahead.
Okay, so the first song I was going to do is Ringo Starr with the song Snookeroo.
Oop, here we go.
Snookeroo.
So Bernie Taupin wrote this song for Ringo.
And Elton John plays piano on it.
Oh, really?
Ooh. Rob, you do a pretty good Ringo impression.
No, it's my Paul McCartney. Hello. Hey, mate.
Ringo by way of Australia.
I can't even do it. Now I messed up.
That was Mike.
This is such a Ringo song. We've famously said Ringo songs are the best karaoke songs. Mike, I got to admit, this is the first time I've ever heard this song in my life. And did you see the album cover for this? It was like Goodbye to Venice. It's like him and the robot. It's crazy.
Okay, so then the next one is going to be Alice Cooper, How You Gonna See Me?
Oh, Alice Cooper. I've definitely not heard Alice Cooper on this one.
This is a crazy Alice Cooper song.
Whoa. So this whole album actually Bernie Taupin wrote. So this was after he and Elton John split. Elton decided that he fired his whole band. This was in the late 70s. It was right after, I think, the Rock of the Westies album. And he fires his whole band and fires Bernie and says, I want to like sort of do my own thing. So then Bernie's got to like, you know.
How did he do that exactly? Did he like write him a letter or text him or what?
Just gave him the wrong Zoom link every week. So anyway, yeah. So he writes this album with Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper had been in an insane asylum because he was
in an insane asylum.
He checked himself into an asylum for alcoholism, and then writes a whole album called From the Inside, and all of the songs are about different people that are in the asylum with him.
Jeez.
And yeah, I mean the song. This was the single off of the album.
It's such a crazy Alice Cooper. When you sent me this, I listened to it. I was like, "This is Alice Cooper." It's like when Kiss did like what's
but
that
it
song
does
Kiss
sound like a song I would rather hear. Like this is cool. Like I've never heard Alice Cooper like this, but I'd kind of rather hear Elton John sing it. Like I feel.
Yeah. True. I was going to say also, Russ, if you ever get this one on vinyl, this is a really cool vinyl because it actually like, it opens up and you can like, there's like doors and you can like look into the asylum and like Alice Cooper is like laying on the bed and stuff. Okay. So then the next song is Emmylou Harris from Brokeback Mountain, and it's a love that will never grow old.
Oh man.
Imagine writing a song and bringing it to Emmylou Harris and being like, hey, you should sing this. Like, that would be so intimidating.
Yeah, you got to have big balls to do that. Like, yeah, go crazy. The song, you sing it. You got to be secure in your craft.
And this song won the 2006 Golden Globe for Best Song.
Man, that movie is a kick in the teeth, man.
Oh. This is so beautiful. Man, this is good. Mike, this one might be one of the best lists I've ever heard.
It's definitely a top 5 list.
Definitely.
All right, so then the next one is going to be one that you've probably all heard before. It's going to be Heart These Dreams.
Oh.
Listen to the chorus here. This is crazy.
What's that sound that sounds like it could be a xylophone, but it's more synthetic? Is that some kind of? Is it a synth? It's
I'm
on
sure
so many 80s.
It's the 80s. I'm sure it's
right.
right.
Yes. Yeah.
It might be that, you know, that percussion instrument, Aaron, where like it's a metal, you know, like what you'd use to spank a partner, but you put it over the tubes.
It's like the one where the guy's playing his ribs and it's Ayers Jordan.
Oh my God, Ayers Jordan, xylophone.
So the interesting thing about this song, this is the first song that Nancy Wilson ever sang instead of Ann Wilson. So Nancy Wilson is normally the guitar player for Heart, but
That's very cool.
And then
I just
she
got
was
in trouble
actually
for shouting about Ayers Jordan. I explained to her it was a xylophone on the rib cage. She didn't even care.
she was sick when she wrote or when she sang the song. So that's why the voice is so raspy. And when she had to perform it again, her producer was like, "Can't you just get sick again?"
Wow.
Okay, and then
amazing.
The final one, which this is sort of in honor of Aaron, Starship, We Built This City.
This is Bernie?
This is Bernie. This one, when I was reading his autobiography, he said this is the one he retires on.
Oh, he retires on this one?
Good.
Yeah, because like it makes so much money.
Yeah.
This is such a funny thing to think about him sitting there writing this song.
So this song was actually originally about LA because I guess the clubs were closing. And when he was trying to shop it around, it was Starship that took it up. And then Starship was the one that, changed it to be about the Bay Area since that's where they were from. Because Starship was originally Jefferson Airplane, became Jefferson Starship, became Starship.
Wow.
Well, that's Grace Slick right here that's singing.
Okay, so they went from the White Rabbit to this.
Exactly.
That's incredible. That's such a journey.
It's so crazy.
I guess even old hippies got to eat too. And there's a Target on Haight Street, whatever.
Can you imagine Bernie Taupin sitting there being like, "We built this city on rock and roll. Well, those are the greatest lyrics I'm ever going to write. That's going to make me more money than anything else."
Nothing could top that.
Yeah, way more than the Tiny Dancer.
But I was going to say, in honor of the song that didn't actually mention my name that started this, what they did in the middle of this song is there's like this radio part where it's like, oh, like we're City by the Bay, blah, blah, blah. Other radio stations would drop in their own thing. So then it could be about like whatever city you were listening to.
Oh, no.
That's so good.
I guess it's a smart marketing ploy at the time.
Mike, there's also another song that was written by Bernie, and it was actually written by Bernie and Elton John, and it was used in a documentary film called The American Epic Sessions, and the song was called Two Fingers of Whiskey, and it was performed by Beck. Oh, Beck Hansen also performed a Bernie song, Two Fingers of Whiskey, from a documentary. It also includes Jack White and T-Bone Burnett and Beck Hansen.
And you know who the executive producer is on this, Russell?
Who's that?
Robert Redford, obviously.
What?
Of course.
So this is actually, I was going to say, I've actually seen this. This is a documentary Jack White did, I want to say it was 2016, 2017, where he goes back and talks about the history of like early American music and how it's influenced musicians today.
Wow. But Mike, would you say if you were going to sing a song written by if you were going to sing a song written by Bernie Taupin about the history of rock and roll in music, who does it better?
Well, Beck does it better.
Okay, well, I'm going to put a ton of echo on that, but I don't know how it's going to sound. I got to tell you, Mike, that was an all-time list.
Amazing list.
Top 5.
Great list.
That was easily a top
It's crazy to me how much you guys know about music. I just don't get it.
And I got to say, you ended that at perfect timing, because if I look over to my right, Rob, let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, no, stop it. Just tell me if Canelo wins in the 9th. That's all I care about. Okay, now,
I got you.
Next up, Elton John. We've got
list.
Mellow.
We learned a lot.
I like Elton John. One of the reasons I like it is I know the lyrics are something. But his voice, he can make so many different sounds of the same word. It's almost the sounds of his voice are more important than like the words. Just listen.
Another instrument.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's just the sound, man.
Oh. And you guys probably thought I was going to ask you questions about Mellow Yellow here. I'm not.
Wait. Before you go on though, go to the solo. About 3 minutes in.
Oh no.
You were about to where it was. If you
Mike is
started
kind
right
of
there.
bossing me around. Don't you guys think? Hey, don't you guys want to like
fun,
say
isn't
something
it?
to him? Yeah. Okay. Wait.
Hey, Rob, you might like him in that green room in Vegas.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I brought this rhino whistle. I'm going to show you something really cool.
Go sit in the corner, Rob.
Okay, listen to this. Listen to this instrument.
Oh,
This is a theremin? What is?
Okay, so before today, I always assumed it was a Hammond organ. It's an electric violin.
Electric violin.
I never would have guessed that.
Finally, Dexy's Midnight Runners is getting some more work. You know what I mean?
We've
Thank
never
goodness.
done an electric violin list. I don't think, Russell, have we?
Yeah. No, Magic Mike is big timing Russell. We've
Wow.
never done an electric violin list.
That sounds amazing.
Huh. It's almost like the longer we do this, we're not putting as much effort into it, but that can't be true.
No, never that.
All right. That was Mellow. And next up, and yes, I do drink Mellow Yellow when it's at. What store is Mellow Yellow at now? I see it all the time. Oh, you know what it is? The Freestyle machines. They don't have Mountain Dew, they have Mellow Yellow. Okay, this song. Now, this song, I want to play this. The song is I Think I'm Going to Kill Myself. But I think the important part here is, listen to this. This premiered in 1972, both with and without an artist known as Legs Larry Smith, who also did tap dance on the album. Smith would tour with Elton John and often wear a wedding dress while he did this tap solo. He also toured with Eric Clapton and Elton John, and guess who he was good friends with? George Harrison.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Harrison wrote and recorded a song called His Name is Legs. He literally wrote a song like Clapton has Layla, Harrison has Legs. Listen to this guy go. Russell, do you want to hear some Legs? Larry Smith. Oh, God, did I want to learn how to tap dance so bad when I was younger? I thought it would be so cool. I still do, kind of.
I think you could be a nice tap dancer, yeah. You've been learning new stuff in your advanced age.
Guys,
Wasn't Tony Danza a tiny tap dancer in the show Who's the Boss?
yes.
Wouldn't he get out there and Tony Danza, right?
That's when like every sitcom had somebody who would tap dance. I remember Webster tap danced. I remember somebody on Mr. Belvedere tap dance for sure. There was lots of, it made me, listen, growing up watching sitcoms, I thought two things were true. Number one, I was going to meet a lot more butlers. I thought there were quite a few butlers around that I was going to see at some
one
point.
wasn't enough at your house.
Yeah. Oh!
Shot fired.
She came over to clean twice a week. That's not a butler. Okay.
Twice a week?
Made.
And then,
You make her wear those outfits, Rob?
okay,
Oh.
then moving on, I will not have you talk about Miss Beaver like this. I'm not listening to this. It's
Her name
slander.
was Miss Beaver?
Yes.
What?
Okay.
Hang on.
Beeford.
Nice Beeford.
Not helping yourself yet.
Beeford.
No.
Guys, we're dishonoring her name, and she picked up so much of my stuff. Now, the other thing I thought was going to happen a lot is that there was going to be more tap dancing, because that seemed to happen quite a bit. Now, Russell, if you wanted to listen to Legs Larry Smith's latest album, he released an album called Call Me Adolf in 2009. So I think things have kind of gone south for Legs Larry Smith. I think things are off the rails.
Thank
When
you.
So here we go. Susie Dramas.
This album is an all-time, like I said, the lyrics are in the album cover. You open up, you can read all the lyrics.
Nice.
The lyrics on this are off the wall, weird, strange, I think very problematic. They don't really tie to the sound of the music to me at all. I don't know. It's kind of off-putting to me a little bit. I'm going to be honest. The lyrics are too weird.
Is it almost like he only wrote the songs in 4 days? And
That must be it. I don't know. I think I would enjoy this album. We've talked about me being with the albums, how it changes the experience. I think it hurt my experience having the album cover for this one. I'd rather not know what the lyrics
yeah,
are.
Bernie's lyrics a lot of the times are not very good.
That's wild for someone who's made a massive career as just a lyricist.
Who's
That's
literally
incredible.
one of the few lyricists that like millions
It
of
was
people
his only
knows.
job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There are some amazing turns of phrases. I'm not questioning that. I think there's some what I would call problematic stuff.
Well, I'll have
Okay,
you
yeah.
announce a song that's coming up in a couple here, but listen,
Mm.
do you think Bernie is just the worst singer of all time? Is that what it is? Like, is he just so bad at singing, or does he have a beautiful voice, but he's just too scared to use it? Needs to be inspired by somebody.
I don't know. Are there any recordings of him singing?
There are. He had a band. I think it was the Lost Dogs band, something with dogs.
That's
okay.
a bummer then.
That's an album by the Pearl Jam, Lost Dogs.
If you're the most famous lyricist of all time and nobody knows what band you're in, that's a major indictment on the quality of your singing. Next up, Rocket Man, number 6 on the charts in the U.S. I couldn't believe it wasn't number 1. The first stanza of Rocket Man was written by Bernie Taupin on his drive home to his parents' place, and so he had to repeat it to himself for 2 hours. He said it was miserable because he didn't want to forget it. To me, hey, Bernie, use your voice memo on your phone, you big dummy.
Rob,
Yes.
we've talked about this, though parts of the records I do love. Last song on side 1, Rocket Man. Have to flip it
gotta
over
flip it
again,
over.
right?
You're right, Russell. I want to keep going with this.
Was this is after Bowie's singing about space, right? This was like a theme of the time, I guess. I guess it's only 3 years after we went to the moon.
And Gus Dudgeon produced that song also, Space Oddity.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow.
Hey, Aaron, maybe we don't need you.
I'm telling you guys, we got all the wrong cast of characters on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, Mike knows all the facts, and I can do a parody song about space if I wanted to. Space, outer space, inner space. Nailed it. Inner space is the new song.
It has that Bowie type sound of mixing the acoustic guitar with the layered vocals with the other stuff going on.
For sure.
A
Yeah.
honky tonk piano.
Now, one of the things I love on Wikipedia is they tell me who covers, and there was one that caught my eye. The most famous cover they've thought of this song was the Kate Bush version where she turned it into a reggae song.
What?
It's just my job 5 days a week.
I kind of like it.
No.
What the shit is this?
Yeah, turn it off.
Oh, no.
Let me know when you shut this off. Pull my headphones back.
Oh, wow. No, you guys are missing out.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't
Mike,
like it
Mike,
either.
just to be clear, that would be a St. Olaf College vibe album right there. Like if you were looking to come to St. Olaf and get that'd be what Rob was playing while his ferret is running around his college.
Okay, don't talk about the ferret to Mike. That's embarrassing. Salvation. You can hear, I think, on this that the band is a lot tighter. I mean, there's more guitars. I feel like he trusts them more to do stuff.
This feels like an Exile on Main Street kind of, doing American gospel kind of stuff.
Matt, if you get a second, can you look up how many times Elton John is on the list?
Yep.
I would be interested to see that because this. But see, this song I don't know. I had a blast listening to it. It's musically interesting. Like it's not just the same stuff. There's all these
great.
little bridges and stuff. I love it.
Only twice.
This is it.
Goodbye Yellowback Road was
Really?
112, and this
We're
one is
done after this.
251. Yeah.
That's too bad because I got some good Princess Diana bits.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh well, that English Rose. You guys
Rose.
weren't dating somebody that was way into when Princess Diana died, like I was.
Rose. I remember.
Next song, Slave. Slave. He actually made 2 versions of this song, and I want to play this for you.
Britney Spears one.
Please don't make me make jokes about this right now, Aaron. I can't do it. Okay. Yeah, this is the song where Elton John throws the jewel to the bottom of the ocean, which is weird because the movie had not come out yet, so it makes me think. Time Machine, Elton? Time Machine much? He said that he had trouble getting the energy up for the fast version, but listen to the fast version here. Kind of fun. Oh, long intro here. I like Elton playing a little. When I saw Elton John at Madison Square Garden, I had my parents come out. We saw Elton John live, and one of the things they do, Russell, is they have a camera that's just on his hands on the piano. And so
Sausage fingers.
he has the shortest, fattest fingers full of rings, and they are fucking running up and down the piano. It's incredible to watch. Now, Mike, I know you are playing piano. Tell everybody what your piano thing is, if you don't mind. I don't want to embarrass you.
Oh,
What
You should be embarrassed.
what my piano thing is? I've been I've been learning jazz piano for the last like 2 years.
whoa.
Very cool.
Are you taking lessons?
You tell them how often you practice, Mike.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I get up at 4 o'clock every morning and practice till 7. So 3 hours every day.
Oh,
What?
my God.
Can you imagine?
This isn't like a professional
Well,
thing. This is just like
it's in hopes of like making it like a side hustle. Yeah.
wow,
What?
very cool.
4 to.
Is this like, do you want to be like a band or do you want to be like one of those piano bar
like a
guys?
piano bar guy. Yep.
Gotcha.
How close are you at this point?
So, like
are you
Mike
ready to get on
From,
gig?
Friends.
Oh no. So that's the thing about jazz piano is it is way like one, it's really been hard to find a teacher in Reno. So I'm
That will get up at 4 a.m.
exactly
too.
right? I promise I'm just wanting to play piano with you. That's it. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be at the green door.
Magic Mike is up practicing piano when we're finishing this
He's
episode.
4 hours from now. He's gonna be practicing piano.
I might sleep.
Oh no, I forgot. You're on my time period. My time zone.
Yeah. So it won't be
We-
7 days a week? How many days a week are you
7 days a
practicing?
week.
Oh my Lord, that is a commitment.
What time do you go to bed at night? You get up at 4.
Usually around 10.
And
Okay, there you go.
What do you wear?
Russell, you have to stop asking the guests this. We've told you this.
Asking for an upstairs roommate who's just curious about your lifestyle.
You're getting in 20 hours a week of woodshedding.
Yeah. Yeah, but so like,
Wow.
I mean, I could go nerd off with you, Aaron, because you know all the music theory and stuff. But I mean, like the thing about it
I'd watch that.
is that you are with jazz, you only are given the lead sheet. You don't get any other sheet music, and you have to come up with your own arrangement. So you're trying to sit there and go, do I want to throw a 7th in here? Do I want to throw a 9th in here? An 11th, a flat 13th, whatever. That's
Francisco Liriano. Hey, to me, Mike, if I was playing jazz piano, to me, it's more about the notes I wouldn't play.
exactly.
So actually, I'm kind of doing the most jazz piano of anybody. I've never played a note.
How did this? Well, yeah. How did it come about? Did you just say like, look, you just say, look, I need to do something different, and this is what I want to do, and I'm going to dedicate this time?
So, so I'd gone to school for, music, production, all that kind of stuff. And then I'd been trying to play guitar for like years. And then I'd taken piano lessons when I was younger. And then I kind of plateaued on guitar. And then during COVID, I was like, I had gotten my son a keyboard because he was playing trumpet and I knew he was going to take music theory, and music theory is a lot easier to learn on a keyboard, blah, blah, blah. And I started just kind of playing around, and I was like, I actually kind of really like this again. So I started doing it. And then the thing about it with classical piano, I was like, I don't really like this. I don't like this sound. And so then I was like, okay, I got to find out how to play jazz. And then I just started like looking online. And then I was like, okay, if I'm going to really learn how to play, I have to set like a deadline. And so I have to be like, I'm going to give myself 5 years to make this a side hustle. And how am I going to do that?
So did you give up all your time on the guitar or not?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
When you dedicate this amount of time for it, other stuff's got to go by the wayside.
Yeah,
right?
guitar got left in the dust.
Yeah, I was wondering why the house behind you has no furniture in it. It's just a piano.
Just a piano.
So, yeah, it's a piano and then a fridge full of Fairlife milk. So I don't know.
Yerba mate. Fairlife milk.
I mean, the best thing about that Fairlight is it never goes old. So I can just have, 60-year-old milk and keep drinking.
Yeah,
It's ultra filtered.
guys, what if Mike played the piano? He was just terrible. You know what I mean? Like it's 3 hours a day, and he's like, "Hey, I just going to send you something to put at the end of the show," and we're like, "Oh my god, this is fucking
So
terrible."
the first day you practiced, was it 3 hours or is this like?
Oh, no, it built up.
What a
It-
question.
Yeah, it was like, okay, like once I made that decision. So I made that decision about 2 years ago. And then it took me a while because it was like, okay, like the biggest part, I don't know how often you guys are taking like online lessons or whatever, but the biggest part is trying to find something that actually like resonates and you actually feel like you're learning something and not just like giving a guy money to scam you. So, so I've gone through a few teachers and stuff. So that's why it's been a while.
Now, my music career famously ended in 6th grade when I would stop practicing the alto sax, and it would be like run the reed under the sink and then put it back and say I'd practice.
No.
Like, do you wake up every morning like super excited to do this, or does it feel like a job?
I mean, there's some days where it does feel like what.
Because that's a legit commitment. 4 a.m.
Yeah, there are some days where I'm like, okay. And so with those days, then it's like, okay, I'm going to practice something else. Like you know, like I'm kind of sick of the song because, you know, like you get sort of on a plateau where you're like, okay, I've played the song how many times? How much more can I really add to it? And so then it's like, okay, you know what? Let me go learn about this. And I mean, honestly, like you can just go down so many rabbit holes with jazz that it's
very cool.
So what's your go-to right now? If you had to play an audition for a gig, what do you plan?
Misty. That's my number one go-to. And then probably Moon River is my next one.
Uh-oh. Mike's eyes have glazed over. He's going into 4 a.m. mode.
Mike, did you watch the Billy Joel HBO Max
I
documentary?
did, yeah. And I'm actually listening to the Billy Joel biography right now as well to complement that.
Mike is so much better at this than we are.
Oh yeah, so there's okay.
Can you imagine being as accomplished as he is and listening to our dumb
I
shit
cannot
podcast?
imagine.
I can't.
So
I kind of feel bad.
No, I love the Billy Joel thing. I think the most interesting thing. Well, one, I didn't know that his grandparents were Holocaust survivors. I thought that was really cool.
Right. I didn't know that either.
And then I think the thing that like I took away from it, and it's also kind of the thing I'm taking away from my jazz piano, is the difference between a classical piano player versus like somebody like Billy Joel or somebody like a jazz piano player is they are really playing the instrument. They know like, oh, this is how, if I want that sound, I'm going to be able to like, I just kind of intuitively know where it is, right? They're not just following dots on a page. They're like, they know, you know, they're like, if I want this mood, I know exactly how to create it in the moment.
Yeah.
One of the kids at my school says, my favorite kind of music is classical music. And I said, ugh. No, not doing a great job. Next up, we have Amy. The steel guitar on this one a little bit. You wrote the song for somebody named Amy. I know that might be shocking to you. Did you guys ever write a poem or a song?
Wait,
for
is that
anybody?
a real person or is it a drag name he gave to somebody?
Oh my God.
It's the nickname of Bernie's wife.
Wait. The nickname of the wife?
Yeah,
That's not the name?
His wife's name was Sheila, but he called her Amy. And
This guy's fucking around with names. He's fucking around with names too much. I mean, even just going Elton John, Elton Hercules John, or whatever it is.
That's true.
He's got a real obsession with names. That's crazy. You guys ever write a poem for somebody? Song for somebody?
Nope.
I mean, I could pull out my poems from high school. I wrote several.
I definitely wrote a poem for a girl like in 5th grade and put it in her locker. And it was, and it might shock you guys that the poem I wrote started as like a little thing, and then I think it turned into like 2 or 3 pages, which is kind of more manifesto length than romantic poem length. Put it in her locker. Never heard about it, Russell. Never
acknowledged.
No. So I wrote it. I put it like in the slots.
Do we know who this person is? Have you looked her up on Facebook?
I know exactly who she is because she married a friend of mine.
Is she famously an adult dancer now?
No. First of all, she was in a Vegas show. That's not... We're all adult dancers if you think about it, Aaron. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Okay, so that question didn't go for anybody but me. Mona Lisa and the Mad Hatters. This is a song that Bernie wrote after hearing a gun go off near his hotel window. And it became one of Elton John's more popular songs, even though it wasn't released as a single, and a very New York song.
This is my favorite Elton John song.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were going to say Honky Cat.
What makes it that? What sets it apart?
I've never actually been to New York City, but I have a very romanticized version of it.
I'm so busy is the thing.
No, and I think
But this feels like a Billy Joel song to me. If that makes sense. I don't know. Like that's what I.
And I think it became my famous one, or my favorite one, because of the movie Almost Famous.
It's in Almost Famous.
It's when I think it's when he's going to find her. I'm like spoilers for people that haven't seen this 25-year-old movie. I think it's when he either is running to find her when she's OD'd, or it's right after.
Oh yes,
right
I can hear it now. Yep, I can hear this. Yeah,
you guys.
This is a great song. Yeah, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. That was from the.
This is good. See? Mike, see now this is going to be on the internet forever and ever. That's your favorite song. It's great. Her
I've also noticed that Rob is doing something where now the transcript pops up. If you listen on Spotify, you can now read along with the transcript. Are you doing something different, Rob?
No, that's an automatic thing that they're just doing. But it's very funny to read our podcast out loud. You know what I mean? Like it knows how to spell Roethlisberger. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy. The final song on the album,
Crazy how many times that name comes up on the podcast.
Hercules. There's something about British guys. They want to be in that doo-wop era so bad. And they missed it, but they listened to it, I think. We'll listen to that whistle there. That might be the rhino whistle right there. But I think this song does a pretty good job of summing up this whole album, right? Like it's Elton John going rock. And they were going to release this as the third and final single, and then they just didn't. It kind of is a fun song to me. I thought this was a blast. Fun way to end the album against Russell's theory.
That must be the rhino whistle, right?
It's got to be. It's that Bob Dylan. Oof.
There it is.
And folks, there it is indeed, because now we are on to the most popular and famous part of the show.
Can't rate art.
It's time for everybody's favorite part of the show.
Say that to
and very popular. Beck did it better.
I give up.
System. Boom.
Say that. Okay.
It'll come to you.
Okay. Get this. Art comes to a hotel. Hey, it's $10 a night. I'll never pay that rate. Ugh. What's even the point? Sorry you have to see this mic, but I do this every show and I edit it out. So
Things got dark. Things got real dark.
it's just like
If you could,
I spent hours of my life today. I could have been hanging out with my kids. They're moving out in a couple of years, and I just was preparing the show. And then I say, a guy comes to a hotel for $10 a night. First of all, that doesn't make sense. That's incredibly cheap.
Rob, if you could do nothing funny for about the next 24 minutes, that would be great.
Russell, stop talking about the boxing match.
Oh,
Please.
sorry.
Okay, this is way more. Russell, you know what's more important than a boxing match? Taking albums and deciding whether this is 251 album of all time. And that's our job here on the podcast. We don't actually care.
It is our job.
It is our job.
Yeah.
We have to say if this list is good or bad. And I think the people of Rolling Stones are probably going to adjust their next
Is this where we
list.
decide on Mike's cut? We haven't decided how much of the cut he gets.
Oh, yeah.
How much of the take.
Yeah, Mike, actually, to be on the show, you have to chip in to pay our hosting fees. Okay? A lot of people don't realize that, but there is a small donation that we take.
Send me
Listen,
your Venmo.
we're talking Honky, Château. We're talking Elton John. We're talking 1972. We're talking 251 on the list. Hey, I would not say this is the best top half of the best albums of all time. This is starting off. You know what, Russell? You know what this is? This is starting off side 2. That's what this album is doing right now.
It's our bottom half.
If you think this is a good album, bottom half. I'm trying to think of that is my better half. I was like, my bottom half sadly is my better half.
It is. From the front and the back, or just the front?
I wouldn't know from the back. I'm not that flexible. Imagine being able to see yourself in a mirror from the back. I mean, this is literally how far I can turn my head. You ready? Right there. You see that? Barely looking 90 degrees.
I was at a hotel this last weekend that had a lot of mirrors and different angles and doors and stuff, and I did see parts of myself that I never really knew existed. I was like, oh, this is not good.
Oh, sorry. Wrong one. I meant to pay the waterbed. A surprise mirror is never fun. I'm just going to say that. Listen, if this is perfect at 251, that, of course, is a rolling well-toned. Okay? That means it belongs right here. Rolling Stone, you did a great job. Okay? We love the list. We love you. This hasn't been a march to our demise doing this list, and bringing Mike on has made us realize that actually it's a giant waste of time because the people who do listen to us know more than us. Okay? This is like if I was trying to explain sculpture to Rodin. Or if you think this album should have been earlier on the list, okay? And earlier in this podcast. That would be this album would be Rolling Bone. It should have been way higher on the list. Okay. Or is this album, of course, a Rolling Groan? Okay. There's two things in life I hate. Châteaus. Now, see, now Aaron kind of perked up when I said Châteaus. It's not like that, Aaron. Okay. And I can't believe I didn't make that joke earlier. God damn it. Châteaus are right here this whole time. That would be Rolling.
I get it. Toes. Okay.
Now, Mike's kid listened to this. Why are they talking about toes so much with Aaron? You explain to well, he had a foot fetish thing, but it wasn't really real. Now, here's the thing. What do we think? Is this Rolling Well-Toned, Rolling Boned, or Rolling Groan? Elton John, Honky Château. Okay. Matt, Rolling Well-Toned, Rolling Boned, or Rolling Groan? What do you think?
I'm going to start just going all these albums against Weezer for real. And I've been doing that for a while, but at 294, we got Weezer by Weezer. Came out in 1995 or 94 or something like that. The height of our musical, where we started getting into everything. So that is an all-time album for me. I would much rather listen to that album than this one. I think Elton John, it seems weird there's only 2 albums on the list for him. Maybe Magic Mike 69 could tell us a couple other ones that people should listen to before we get off the podcast here. But I'm going to say it's Rolling Groaned and should be a little lower on the list because I think Weezer should be higher. No science behind that. Just my own personal belief, but that's what I'm going
Russell, what do you think? Rolling Well-Toned. By the way, Mike, do you understand now where this part where I delay the end of the podcast? Why it makes everybody so mad when you're actually here in real time and it's just like so late.
And when you have to do another one tonight, Rob. And we have another one to do.
It's a punk album. We'll go real fast on that one. Plus I got to edit it.
Always just breeze through it. Yeah.
I got to edit it tomorrow before I see Joe. So it's going to be real fast. It's going to be a real fast one. But Mike, as it's getting later, I mean, sometimes I just like to, I don't know.
I mean, it's only 10:30 my time. I don't understand what you guys' problem is.
So again, Mike, you kind of interrupted me there. Okay. So that's strike 2. I was going to say, just like the clock the watch I have on my belt, I like to waste time. Oh, you guys muted? What do you think, Russell? Rolling Well-Toned, Rolling Bone, or Rolling Groan?
Clear.
I suppose if you were muted, you would still hear the jokes. That doesn't make sense.
I have a little bit of conflict on this one. To me, just throwing this one on and listen to it, it's like a great brunch album. It's kind of got a little pep, super fun to listen to. Opening it up and reading the lyrics and looking at the song titles, I had a major disconnect with it. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say it's a little Rolling Groan, but for me, it's the lyrics. And to me, some of the songs, there was just a disconnect with the sound. But I love the sound. I could listen to it all the time. But I'm going to say it's Rolling Groan, too high on the list.
Aaron, what do you think? Rolling Well-Toned, Rolling Bone, or Rolling Groan? And remember, Jamaican Jerk Off is not on this album.
Sadly, we don't get to hear that one again. Matt and Russell both make good points. We're at this point on the list now. We're at the midpoint of the list where we can for sure say this album is better than some of the things we've heard, hands down.
100%.
And we're definitely going to hear some stuff after this that we're going to enjoy more. So I was surprised how fun and cool this album is. I will put it on again. I knew the hits, but I didn't know the whole album, so I was very glad to listen. So I'm going to give it a Rolling Well-Toned.
And Mike, of course, Rolling Well-Toned, Rolling Bone, or Rolling Groan?
So I'm going to
Elton John, Honky Château, 1972.
I'm going to steal your bit. I'm going to say this is a replace this wone and
I got it.
Replace this wone.
Replace this wone. Wow. Yeah, I think they should have. So my issue with this, in the 2012 list, there were a couple more Elton John albums that got kicked off. I think I said it earlier. There was Tumbleweed Connection and Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy, which, for Russell's point, especially Tumbleweed Connection, has no hits that you would know. Captain Fantastic has Someone Saved My Life Tonight. But both.
Ooh, that's a good.
So Tumbleweed is like, I think, the height of his orchestral songs, and that's the one that was the most inspired by the band, and it goes way deep into like the Old West and the South and that kind of.
Can I just say, Mike, picturing Elton John in the Wild West it's bringing me joy. I would watch that movie all the time. Like you go into a piano bar and you're like, oh my God, this guy's really ripping on this piano. And it's just somebody dressed like Donald Duck. Sure, why not?
I bet he gets up at 4 a.m. to practice every day.
Exactly. And then the Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy, I think, one, it's the story of both of their lives. Elton John's Captain Fantastic, Bernie Taupin's with the Brown Dirt Cowboy. And I think the songs are a lot more eclectic. It's sort of like how Goodbye Yellow Brick Road had like songs that were all over the place. I think that album's the same way. This album, I felt like the songs, a lot of them sounded very samey. I was, if I was just listening to it in the background, I wasn't necessarily aware when the song had changed. So yeah, I would, if they're only going to put 2, I would have replaced this one with one of those 2. And I think the only reason it's on here is because of Rocket Man.
Oh, unfortunately, Mike, you are incorrect. Okay. I hate to say that to you.
Rude, Rob. Pretty rude.
This gets a rolling Bill Shatner's version. Without this album, we would have never had what I consider one of the greatest. Listen, get that Voyager one back. We need to put this on the gold record that's out there. Aliens need to hear this shit. It is, of course, William Shatner on a science fiction awards show doing his version of Rocket Man. So obviously he said, listen, I'll come to your fucking show. I am science fiction. But there's one thing you got to let me do. I got this great album.
Packed my bags.
You're smoking a cigarette, by the way.
And a spotlight has turned on.
0 hour. 9 a.m.
It's got like a huge bow tie.
And I'm going to be high.
And I think this is serious. It's not a joke, right?
He has a whole speaking album.
As a kite by then.
And people bought this. Like people went out and bought this at the record store.
Miss the earth
I would.
So much. Miss my wife.
Miss my wife. So good. This, of course, is what I love from Elton John. This is probably my favorite Bernie Taupin cover. Can't believe he didn't have it on the list. And that's why this is a rolling Bill Shatner's version. Where else do you get to see an actor's true hubris? Like that is just somebody being like, fuck it. I'll do whatever I want. I'm famous as fuck. Anyway, next up. I can't wait to get that way. Oh my God. I can't wait. Did you guys?
We got a chance.
Next up, we have a band that answers the question, in which way should we whip it? We have DEVO with Are We Not Men? We are DEVO.
Ooh, there's a documentary on Netflix right now.
We are going to have to watch. Guys, I pushed the wrong Honky song. I meant, of course, to push this one. Okay.
Honky Cats. Such a dumb joke. It's a good joke, though. Respect.
Think of another cat name. What's another cat name?
Mr. Whiskers.
Mr. Whiskers, no. All right, there we go. So it kind of killed our momentum. Do you see how I do that, Mike? I'm going to edit this seamlessly so it sounds like we ended on a high note.
But you're just too lazy.
I was going to say, if you want another William Shatner, great. Common People, William Shatner.
What's that?
The Common People from that Pulp album, Common People. William Shatner does a version of that.
Beck did it better.
Rob, I was going to say, I thought it went really well with Magic Mike, and I didn't know that you and him were going to have such in common that you're both up at 4 a.m. perfecting your instrument play.
It's time
for 3 hours.
For 3 hours.
The thing is, in my house, I'm still second chair skin flute. Like, that's the craziest part. I've been working at it.
Ding. Gotta dig it on that.
Hey.
No, that's a good finish.
Yeah.
That's such a funny finish joke, bro.
Listen, I respect, but just wait till you hear this.
We gotta record again.
We got another one to go. This is
Land the plane,
This
Rob.
is where we don't
Land
get to
the
250.
plane.
Bernie, don't you want to kiss Elton? What's that, Bernie? You want to kiss me? That's so strange. Yes, I want to kiss Elton so bad. Okay, Bernie, that sounds... Okay, we'll let the audience decide. Or we should have ended that.